This is the tale of the Ark of Eshka, the Hylian King Ganaramus, and the 4 unlikely heroes that must grow in unity of the spirit of the hero they received to stop him. Just when we thought our heroes had done enough errands, Rova suddenly realized she had not been doing any of her errands, almost as if she wasn't quite present during the multiple days of errands that the party had. She also suddenly realized that she was surrounded by Koroks, a species she was not very comfortable or trusting of. Begrudgingly, she and the rest of the party followed some Koroks out of the Lost Woods so they could finally make their way towards the Republic of Rito. However, they no longer had a wagon to hold them each, so they decided to speed things up by having Arbit act as a flying kite tied to the back of Zelda in her Lionel form. Once she got up to speed, Arbit was lifted into the air, allowing him to glide freely and for the party to get to Rito in a more timely manner. Once they arrived at Old Rito Village, they found that the Rito had been constructing for themselves a new capital, for the rock in which the current capital resided was already overloaded with homes and shops. This new capital, Neonir Nest, was at this point in a habitable state with more buildings being added. They made their way through the new city and met up with President Talali to ask for his blessing to enter the temple. In order to test the hero's worthiness of entering the Temple of Courage, the president then asked them to aid the city planner Kestri to find the missing supply cart and escort it back to Rito. They went to where the wagon was supposed to head out from, the Goron city of Goron City, capital of the Principality of Goron, home to the Goron. Here, Arbit had his first encounter with King Doug, and most unfortunately with Queen Duggette. The king has more patience than a Gerudo waiting for rain. After that, they quickly found the missing wagon of supplies. The president's son, Charp, was trying to fix a busted wheel on this cart by tying a roundish rock to the axle. Despite having many skilled Goron craftsmen offer to help, the stubborn DIY enthusiast refused to let anyone tell him how his ideas were, at best, impractical. Our heroes, however, did not even bother to ask him if they could help and just took over, leaving Charp with no choice but to trust the heroes his father had sent. Rather than repair the wheel, our heroes decided that it would be cooler if Kogoro could be the wheel instead. So they went to the local forge and found a Goron who helped them create a bar suspended off the back of the wagon that Kogoro could do flips around, allowing him to roll as if a massive, over-engineered third wheel. However, this meant that the horse originally assigned to the wagon could no longer keep up, so Zelda took on her Lionel form to help with the wagon. With that, they were able to move the cart at record speeds until they came across a fatal talus that was holding an innocent Hylian hostage. Now our heroes, they get led askew quite frequently. Here's hoping that this poor Hylian will have better odds than the last one they encountered.
He's bigger, he's better, he's too much for Mr. Incredible. It's K. Grovile. If he had to describe himself in one word, it would be bad at following directions. It's free and adventure. He ain't no Mickey Mouse. It cannot be public domain. It's solid state. I'm Will, your game master who ate the GM fruit is now cursed to be forever a game master. And this is ZeldaQuest.
Forever GM.
I realized that I messed up during setup, and now you can't see Grovile. I'm going to fix that real quick.
Pretty sure that's
Grovile's missing. He's gone.
Normally I get covered by the banners anyway. It's fine.
That's true.
Well, does that mean nobody got to see me pop up?
Nope.
Yes. Nobody saw you pop up.
All that effort.
Wow. The lengths I go.
Yeah,
Don't you feel
they can see you
special?
now. You can do it. You can do it again if you want to see it. It wasn't a spin. It's the thing there, Alex. And also, welcome in, Alex, and
Do it
welcome
again.
into Silver.
See, it wasn't very graceful anyways.
Yeah, there you go.
And this chair is super squeaky. So.
Thank you for stopping in, D. And yo, Talvi, how you doing? Good to see you in here, my friend. What's up, Woods? And Fitz, what's up? Good to see you in here. We can't see the best middle stage grass type.
Preach it.
Again. Oh my goodness. Joe Parrish on the Groviles are pretty cool. I'll say that. Is the cutest. All right. I'll I can see that. I can see that. Oh, you're not doing good. Oh no, you had a bad headache. Oh, well, gotta pray for Talvi's head to be no longer ached. Amen. Yeah, hopefully you're doing good there.
She's been having a lot of headaches lately.
Oh, really? Are we talking like migraine level stuff here?
I think we're getting to that point.
Oh, jeez. I'll be praying for you there, friend. Rafa is one of the few middle state starters you actually like. Grass seems to have the best track record for middle because
it only has the best and the worst. There are a couple of them that are just like, oh, why don't you just go finish puberty, little man?
From a certain point of view, Pikachu, the most popular Pokemon ever, is a middle stage starter.
True. That is true.
Rutena. Which one was Rutena?
Rutena? That sounds like a Zora, not a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because every Zora starts with Ru something.
Oh, I wonder if that's what it's called in Germany or something like that.
It is. It's Braxian? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh,
I know which one you mean. Yeah. It's the exact one that we're thinking of.
Yeah, that one's good. That one's very good.
Remember when X and Y was new and that was yesterday and now that was 3 gens ago?
Remember when X and Y were good games? Oh, wait. No, they weren't.
X and Y was the first mainline game that I actually finished.
Nice.
In my heart, I am still grinding out Missignos in red and blue.
Yes.
His cute little Zelda hat and striped shirt. I'm halfway there. I've got the striped shirt. I just need a Zelda hat somewhere.
Got all those hats and not a Zelda hat?
I know.
What?
I have a Pokemon one. I have a Pokemon fedora. I need to find a Zelda fedora. Ooh.
It's not the same.
Make one. If you can't find one, make one.
That's true.
Just get like a little Triforce pin and put it on a fedora and then you're good.
I don't think I have a Zelda hat either, though. Badly enough.
Wow.
I
It's
know.
not upgraded either.
Fake fans.
Hey,
See, there we go. Alex doing what
I have a tattoo. Thank you very much. Okay, this is
Okay,
permanent.
okay. Well, you can stay. You can stay. That's acceptable.
This is permanent on my arm.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah. Well,
Hear you.
What's everyone else's excuse?
Oh, green one would be good. Yes, Talvi. What was the question?
My Zelda excuse is I found the Chris Houlihan room organically. Like it just happened to me. I just got there and I was like, cool.
Ooh, yeah. My excuse is Breath of the Wild is my first. I've only played Zelda on the Switch. I didn't grow up with it.
Well, you should have grown up better.
Go back and do it again, Will.
Play the Song of Time and redo.
Cancel my mom.
You have a Switch, just get the Nintendo Online Plus membership and play all the Zelda games that are on there.
That's
Yeah,
what
literally.
I've been doing. I played Ocarina of Time. I'm
Go back and do it again.
Waker.
Zelda, Online Plus expansion gives you access to the first 8 Zelda games in a row. That's almost half of them. Every game up to Oracles now.
Yeah, just don't play Zelda 2. That game sucked.
But
You have to for the
it's-
experience.
You have to. You gotta like play the first dungeon and then get mad and give up. And
Don't worry about Ocarina of Time 2 later.
And then you're a true Zelda fan.
So my girlfriend loves Zelda, and she didn't know about the CDI games. So I showed it to her, and it was like she like swore she came to a different universe.
Oh, guaranteed.
She was like, "What is this?"
That's because they are from a different universe. They're not real.
I showed her the like Morshu scene where he's like, "Sorry, Link, I don't do credit.
Nope. There is
Come back when you have the rubies.
When you're a little
Rubies.
richer.
Oh, that hurt.
When you're a little richer."
Y'all are fake Zelda fans talking about CDI games and no Zelda hats. What's next?
Oh, I do need to play Link's Awakening still. And I like Fitz's comment here about Viridian's talk like a nerd. Isn't he a nerd already?
Wait, what was that one Zelda game that they transmitted over radio waves?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's like GS Zelda or something.
BS.
And you know what?
BS. Yeah, I played that.
You know what fits? You know what fits? You right.
Mhm. And speaking of being right, we have credits going along the bottom of the screen. You guys, if more credits, some of the art and all that stuff can be found with Activation Point ZeldaQuest, and need to play all the Zelda games. Yes, we're working on that. Note that from this point forward, chat is going to be not read out loud on stream all the time. We are, in order to stay somewhat on topic, but we are reading chat. You're not being ignored. Just because I'm not reading it out loud on stream, you're not being ignored. All right, we're reading it and we're going to respond in chat. And with that, let's do our traditional roll for Rayquaza.
Way ahead of you, friend.
Yeah, already did it.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, good. It's because I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan. I roll for Rayquaza and Zelda. Zelda's my favorite Pokemon.
Oh my goodness.
That's like how my parents talk about video games. They're like, "What are you playing the Nintendo?"
Right.
Well, Mom, this is Call of Duty. I guess that joke doesn't work anymore. It is on a couple Nintendo systems.
Oof.
And I don't even play Call of Duty, so that's a bad joke.
My parents are catching up. My dad still says the Wii when he's talking about my Switch. So, but
He's only a couple of gens behind.
Jeez. All right. Oh, and Rose is going to be back later. She said she's going to be late is all. All righty. So when we last left, y'all, we had just completed one single combat round here. Wait, but it's okay. Oh, I haven't had I don't think I've had the Talus move yet. I think
No.
we ended with Rova, but I haven't had the Talus move yet.
And Rova just bombed the
so
snot out of it.
I killed all the goblins and I hit the Talus with something.
Yeah, so the Talus is the only thing left.
So it should be hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm on top of it.
Probably not for much longer.
Yep. Something like that. Alrighty. Do I not have never loaded the Talus theme, did I?
How could you, Will, not load
Wow.
that?
I can't believe
Ah.
you put up against a
How
Talus and you
dare.
didn't have the Talus theme
Ugh.
ready.
It's an extra shame because that's easily my favorite song in the most recent game.
Fake Zelda fan right there.
Wow.
You had one job.
You mean your favorite song wasn't background music, occasional piano number 4? Fake fan.
Right?
Actually, there was significantly less of that in Tears of the Kingdom than there was in Breath of the Wild, from what I noticed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was really good in that regard. Alrighty, and alrighty. So the Talus is going to perform things and stuff. It has a lot of things it can do.
It can't.
Does it take out a violin to do this performance, or
What?
you say he's gonna perform?
Yeah, he's gonna do a bunch of
He's
things.
gonna
right?
perform. Is he using a violin or a guitar?
Of course, yeah.
Come on, Will.
Actually, no. He probably plays the drums. That would make the most sense.
Interesting.
Or I guess it's playing the piano right now. Actually.
Something like that.
That's just how immersive this RPG game is, Alex.
I love how I have bamboozled Alex. Let's go. Anyways.
The best part of that
You know
song is
you've
when it plays the
accomplished
GameCube
something when.
startup theme.
I never realized how slow the Talus is. Holy gee.
All right, so, it's very slow. So
Yeah, no.
it is doing a wind up strike, which actually does not take more than one turn. Despite the name of the move, it goes immediately. But anyways,
It's a very short
Follow
wind up.
conventional move.
Who's it going after?
Probably whoever's closer.
Yeah, probably the one. Is Arbit on it?
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm like on the corner.
Yeah, but how is he gonna?
Honestly, with you being on it, that's kind of it. It might.
Can't really.
It hates me. Do it. I heard you want it.
Unless it like shakes you off first.
Annihilate me.
Oh, we killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
We killed it
The
by
music says
staring
so.
at it.
Music said so. He's dead.
Oh, but he's back now all of a sudden.
Well.
It's another one.
That is
Dang
a
it.
really short theme song.
Yeah. All right,
I mean,
so
the extended version.
correction. I'm going to have it do Boulder Bombard because it's just as much damage, but it's a blast.
There you go.
We'll try.
So it'll hit both Zanzi and Kogoro.
How dare you?
It'll use
Not
up
me.
more of its stamina, and that will be a 13 damage.
Oh, the New Devil and their 24 friends have just raided the channel.
Yeah, I can't even hear that. He's like, I just
Welcome in, Raiders! Welcome in. Yo, Ventus, thank you for pressing the friendship button there. Appreciate you there. How's your stream, Damie? Y'all, if you haven't checked out the amazing Damie Devil, go check out that little gremlin. There's a lot of like Pokemons and then sometimes spooky stuff. I joined the DLC. Nice. I'm going to start playing it on stream next week. You guys can see that at the bottom right my schedule actually. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, lunch hour streams, and we have additional stream in the Wednesday evenings. And once I'm done staining my deck with the Saturday morning ones will come back. But yeah, we do Nintendo games and tabletop RPGs here. Hello! I love the Talus guy. I'm going to change it to a different song that has a longer.
We are killing this Talus so fast.
No. Every time it plays the Talus Gone theme, we get more loot.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay, that makes sense.
It keeps Will on track.
Welcome in, Rado. Welcome in, Ventus. And welcome in, Goblin. How you doing there, Moss? Good seeing you. Woo. Ice Train super bad, which should be lurking while you have dinner. All right, yes. Get your foods. Take care of yourself there.
Get all them foods.
OMG. Yes, exactly. Do note for those that haven't been to one of these streams before that I am reading chat, but in order for us to stay somewhat on topic, I'm not reading it out loud on stream. I'm reading it and I'll respond in chat. Yes. Alrighty. But anyways, so it did that thing. Yeah. Whoa. So
Whoa.
that's its turn, Arbit.
If I remember correctly, Arbit is
How
still.
much damage was that again?
What?
How much damage was that again?
Oh, sorry,
What did
that was
you
a
do?
13.
They don't get to evade it.
Nope, not that one. Oh wait, it
Is
is a
that-
two-hit. Ooh, beans. I thought
Oh,
because it used
wonderful.
up. No, it's not. It used up stamina. It used up stamina, so it doesn't have a two-hit check.
Okay. That's 13, but minus whatever our defense is, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And it is still all pity damage regardless, right?
Oh, there's always two.
Still,
Gosh darn it.
nothing's
yes.
changed.
So I take 1 hit.
There you go.
There goes another one.
Oh yeah, it hits twice, right? So
You need some stuff that does more damage or pierces armor, because otherwise he's just gonna take pity damage.
my
Entire
defense
campaign.
is 16, man.
Wow. You want to know what my max health is with my defense? It's probably 16.
My max health with the bonus that
Oh wait,
we
no, it went
got,
up to 20. Just kidding.
yeah, my max health is 24 regular.
My defense. Oh wow, when did my defense become 8? It was 4 at one point. Maybe I bought something. Yay! I cannot die in one hit.
Does that mean is it my turn, Will?
Yes.
Okay. Arbit's still pumped. He is going to, if I can, run up to where the Hylian is. Am I capable of doing that?
Yes, absolutely.
I would like to, as a free action, pull a remote bomb out of my belt, and then immediately drop it. And then I want to grab the Hylian and jump off the side.
You don't want to grab the Hylian before you drop the bomb?
I just dropped it.
The
It's a
Hylian
remote
is
drop
tied
it.
up, so you have
Oh.
to. Yeah, you have to. First...
I didn't say I was gonna hold their hand. So I was gonna grab them and jump.
Yeah, but he's tied, so you're gonna be hanging
Grab him
off
can
of.
mean multiple different things.
He's
Grab him
not
by
ti-
the foot, could grab him by the scuff of the neck.
he's not tied to anything, right? He's just tied up.
He is. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is
What's he
the
tied
battle
to?
talus. This is
To
the
the
battle
talus.
talus, so they have the structures on it.
And he's tied to this. Tied to that.
He's tied to a wooden
Tied to
beam.
the structure.
I'm not gonna drop the bomb. I am instead going to untie this poor fool,
Just blow up the talus.
or cut the ropes, whichever works.
I'm gonna start chucking bombs at this thing during my turn.
Can I do that?
Yes. You can cut the ropes.
Okay, so that's probably my action, and I probably don't have movement to like get us off. Yet.
The Highland's just like, oh, thank you.
I would imagine that you would still have movement.
Do I, Will?
You had to scramble and climb to get up there. You have a little bit, not much. You can probably just enough to jump off.
Woo! We jump, and I also drop a remote bomb as a free action.
Where the Hylian is standing.
What?
Where the Hylian is
No,
standing?
he untied the Hylian. He's jumping off with the Hylian.
Oh,
Yeah, I put the
His
bomb,
arms.
and then the Hylian and I are jumping.
I would
Yeah.
say that having to basically grapple the Hylian would be another action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna stand next to the Hylian and wait. With no bombs involved.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, yes, and do note that the weak spot is near where they're at. So be careful with what kind of things you throw up there. Zanzi. That's me today.
Haha, you.
Yeah. Do something.
Alrighty. So,
Do it now. Do the thing.
Zanzi is going. Why does she have so many bows? Why does she have so many bows?
What do you? Wait, I gave her a bow because she said she didn't have a bow.
Well, now
Yeah,
she has
she picked up
3.
more bows during the times that you
I
weren't
mean, that was
here.
a rank 2 bow, and I have a 3 one, so I don't need it. But this is about the principle.
Principle. It's about the principle of the thing.
Actually, I could probably use that one back. Actually,
Oh my
for durability's
goodness.
sake.
All right, she's
Oh
going to
my.
use that bow that you gave her, and a little bit of arrows.
The arrows that I also gave her.
Wait, does she have arrows?
She should 100% have arrows because I gave her a bow and I gave her arrows. 'Cause she didn't have any apparently.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Use that. Use.
She lied.
And
I don't have any arrows. Yep, no arrows.
She lied.
yeah, she just had 60 arrows up until me using one here. Anyway, so she's going to like shuffle on back, like the 1, 2, 3, like that. That'll do. And for an accuracy check of 16, rolling a 16 of damage. Yep, that is going to hit. There you go.
Woohoo.
This thing has
Is that the
very
first
poor
time
base.
she's hit in this campaign?
No. I don't think so.
Don't worry about it. No,
Hey.
she hits when Will's rolling.
That's
Generally.
accurate. That's accurate, actually. So yeah, there's that for you. That's not much damage though.
Gonna have fun with this.
Alrighty. What? No, please. All right. Kogoro.
Okay, Kogoro, he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I hit it with hammer?
Just like the thing outright, or the weak point.
No, just thing outright.
Yes, it's huge.
Good. I'm going to take out my hero sledge, and I'm going to smack it.
Okay. You go to hit it, but though it seems unfazed by you just striking its body.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything else. No, I don't think I can do anything else. Okay. That's the end of my turn, but it would have been nice if I could have hit. That would have been some nice damage.
Yep. But you didn't.
How did I not hit it? This thing is giant and slow.
You hit it, it just didn't do anything.
Well, because you're like at its feet, and you're not at the gem.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to climb this thing.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Where would I find my climbing speed?
Well, you
Anywhere.
do have a climb. You do have climbing is a skill that you have in this game just all the time.
Oh, it is?
I forget what skill is involved with that, but you don't have to climb. You have tools.
I want to climb it next time, I think.
You
Right by
don't
its
say.
feet. Right by its feet.
Have
I'll climb it
technology.
next time.
But anyways,
Yes, bombs.
all right. Zelda doesn't really have any. Does she have a bow? She has a bow. She has a bow.
She should have a bow. She's used it plenty of times before.
Yeah. She has a bow. That hits and does pretty damage. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. So that's Zelda's turn. Rova.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it a full action to hookshot to the top of the talus? With my hookshot rune.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
It's a standard action.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I could get up. I wouldn't be able to
do that.
do anything else, but I could get up there, I guess.
I gotta do
So,
that.
because like, I'm not a magic now, so
So you're gonna hit it with a stick?
I could just. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'll get as close as I need to. I got some move, and then I will hook shot up beside Arbit.
Very smart.
Yes. Very.
Just kind of, you just land there. I'm like, what's up?
You hit it with a stick.
Exactly.
Fancy seeing you here.
This is my moment.
Are you still gonna jump?
Arbit's like absolutely like freaking out right now, like on top of the world. Sugar rush moment.
Nice.
All because y'all made him ride that horse down the mountain. He's got adrenaline pumping. He needs to get the zoomies out.
Alrighty.
Love it.
Let's see here. Okay, so the Talus is going to do the. Okay, now he's going to do the aforementioned Find Up Strike, which also just hits, but takes up some of the stamina. To do 13 damage. This is against your concentration. Wait. Oh, okay. So there is a roll to hit on this, but the roll to hit is just to do some extra damage. It'll do damage regardless.
Who's it attacking?
Kogoro.
Cool. What is it?
Let me see here. That is a 10 to hit. That's going against your concentration.
Miss.
Okay, so it does only 13 damage.
Cool. One
So,
tick of damage.
One petty damage.
That's one.
If
You
it
understand now?
If
You
it
understand
would have
now?
hit my concentration, how much extra would that have been?
That would have been 20 total.
Oh wow!
Would've
it
done-
would've
done real
actually done
damage.
something. It would have actually hit me.
If there wasn't pity damage, you wouldn't have taken damage yet this campaign. This is why.
No, I wouldn't have.
All right,
If we didn't
see-
have the
you
pity
see the
damage rule,
problem.
I'd have been invincible.
That's the problem.
I think the only things that were able to hit me were like the bosses of the temples.
I mean, I could hit you if you wanted.
I mean, for one pity damage, I guess.
No. I could hit you with some spells that do
Yeah.
over 20 damage.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that would do something.
Speaking of damage, Arbit.
Arbit
Uh-oh.
is gonna use his action to grab this Hylian guy, take him over to the ledge, and say, "Come with me." And he's gonna drop a remote bomb right where he's standing, which is a free action because it's a free
That's
action.
where I
to-
am.
Oh,
No,
you're-
I'm dropping it here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the little thing is right above the where the Hylian's sitting.
And I'm gonna take the Hylian and jump off with him.
All right.
Does he go willingly? That's
I mean, I
Yes.
glide. I glide. And then when we get to the bottom, I'm going to use a minor action to set off the remote bomb for 8 damage that goes through defenses.
What
So
is the
this is-
range on that?
The range on what?
The bomb.
the bomb. I think it's a burst one.
It's a burst one.
Okay. Oh, so Rova is just barely safe.
Right.
That was the plan.
And
I
it's
hope.
it's a range of 20 to activate a remote bomb, so
That's
it's-
about right.
I'm fine there.
There you
So
go.
this probably looked really romantic. Like you grab the Highland, you're like, I've got you.
This is like
jumps off, glides, and then you just see the explosion.
Yeah, I think Arvid deserves some heroics after the time he pretended to pee himself and die.
Gently bring him to the ground.
After the time he pretended to wet his pants and then die, I think he deserves this. All for the good of the party and himself.
So that happened. How much damage did you say?
8. Unresisted by defense.
Oh, unresisted. Oh.
Yep.
Bombs.
Smart.
8 blunt, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
8
it's
blunt
8
damage.
Blunt damage.
I don't know if it makes a difference.
Not really in this case. What is it? Wait. Maybe.
Should we have
Yes,
just been
actually,
using
it's
column?
vulnerable to blunt damage. You're correct.
Wow.
So again,
Does my stick
I
do
used
blunt
my Rage
damage?
Sledge, and it took no damage. Even though
Well,
I
it's
was
because
using the
you
front
hit
weapon.
the front face, not you gotta hit the gem on the back.
You can still smack the front face around without ever hitting the gem in the game.
I don't know if does a hammer do blunt? I suppose it does.
Yeah, the
Yeah, but
hammer.
it's
The hammer is the epitome.
I don't know why I thought blunt was like only bombs for some
But in the
reason.
game, hitting the body doesn't do like anything compared to hitting the gem.
Well, it still does something, depending on how
I
well
I
you
don't
do.
know. You know it does in Age of Calamity. I don't know if it does in Breath of the Wild. Anyways,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense in Age of Calamity. Nothing makes sense in that game.
So that vulnerability lets you do 4 additional damage there. So there you go. All right,
Woo!
Zanzi.
I'm role playing being effective.
I do that every day.
Alrighty, and with that, what so Zanzi is going to do thing. Let's see here. What? I guess she has a. What is her highest attacking thing? I guess the sickle. Yeah, the sickle is. She needs to get up there, yo. She's going to also hook shot.
Wasn't she just shooting her bow?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
she
it
was.
barely did any damage.
Hmm.
Fair.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Alrighty. Kogoro.
How does it work to use a bomb? Like, I grab a bomb for my turn, and then, like, do I have to light it and throw it my next turn?
So you can light it and throw it on your current turn. So long as you have it like stored in one of your 4 belt slots, you can just pull it out as a free action and throw it.
Right.
But it won't explode until the next turn. You can, however, light a bomb and hold it in your hands for 1 turn, and then throw it on the next turn to have it explode on impact.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It'd be stupid for 3 people to be up on top of this house at the same time.
No such
We
thing.
could weigh it down.
True. True. I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna put my hammer like down beside me, and I'm gonna just light a bomb and throw it over here. So that way there
Okay.
doesn't hit Zanzi and Roba.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it like over here.
Alrighty. Since
Preferably
you're throwing it
underneath
like
it.
on the other side of it, kind of like doing a cube.
could- Actually,
I'm
instead of throwing it over there, could I like roll it under its legs?
Skyward Sword.
the node is like kind of like coming out at 45 out of the top back, so that might be too high up.
I'm not trying to hit the weak point on it at all.
You're not going to do any damage if you don't hit the weak point. I think we've established that.
It'll still take the 8 blunt damage anyway, because the damage
No.
from a bomb resists defense.
That it's not a defense thing. It's like the stone isn't actually it. Like the book describes it as having an ore brain. Literally, it is that piece of ore. That's
Yeah,
what it
you have to
actually
hit. You have to hit the ore.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, never mind. Scrap that. I'm gonna hook shot up to it. There.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Yeah.
Orbit like turns around with the guy and he's just like, "Go, my minions! Swarm him!"
Oh my gosh.
All right, but before you do that, Radiant, I need you to read something in chat.
Oh goody.
Welcome in,
Thank you
Jenkins.
so much, Jenkins. Appreciate it. Now, as you see, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. Preamble to the United States Constitution. Can you read something about the U.S.?
We should have done the hand over the heart.
Yeah, that would've been better.
I don't know why I immediately was like, "Time to salute."
I have no idea what was going on.
I don't know
It's
either.
like, okay.
I'm Canadian. I don't know this stuff.
Oh, boy.
That's okay. I'm American, and most of us don't know it either. I know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, though.
Wow.
I think everyone knows that.
I can recite
Yes.
for you a good part of the periodic table, but I could not tell you that I remember that.
So, since I hook shot up to the Talus, I can't do anything else, right? It's the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah. The power of the cell. What was your question? Sorry.
Since I was by its feet or whatever, and I used the hook shot rune to hook shot up to it, I can't do anything else, right?
Correct.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright. I'm just gonna be there holding my sledgehammer.
Alrighty. Zelda doesn't have much of a choice. I guess she could technically use the rune as well, but
She's a Lionel.
she's a Lionel.
Where's she gonna fit?
She could jump.
Why doesn't she
Jump
just
on
pull it
her.
down with her?
That's what I was thinking. Is like, I wonder who's heavier.
She is.
That
Probably not. That's a rock.
Take up more space.
That's a
Oh
rock.
yeah, between.
But it is
her-
very
yeah.
top heavy.
Yeah.
That is true.
Anyways, so that's pity damage again, but you know, what else can you do? Rova.
I pull out my stick. And I smack
Yeah.
the gem. Can I reach the gem?
Yeah.
Alright. I pull out
Can't
my
wait to see what this is
stick
gonna do.
and I swing. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think
Well, that-
13 is like the minimum.
No.
Well,
No.
it ain't 10.
Well,
No. You that 10 was when you were trying to hit it in the face.
Okay.
alright, 12 damage. I don't know if it's blunt or not. It's my staff.
No, technically not.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Let's do this.
Alright, yeah, so that's Rova's turn. That was some good pity damage there. By the way, just so you know, its evasion is 6.
Haha. Foolish.
Very.
Oh, so I can't miss.
If you do happen to miss, that would be impressive.
I think
Oh,
my bonus to
you
hit
don't
is
know
more,
me.
Is more than 6. So
Which is why it would be impressive.
It would be.
we literally defy the laws of this game to miss.
Yep. Alrighty, so it's going to just kind of like from just all that damage that happened to the bomb and stuff, it's going to end up like kind of falling forward on its face, knocking the three of you off.
What?
And
Can we make like a strength check to stay on?
I'll allow an athletics check.
Can I
Sweet.
just like what if I fell off? Am I taking damage, or am I just like?
I assume you just slide off. It's not very tall. I mean, it's tall, but not like super
You'll
tall.
be taking 1 damage.
Could I try and like jump off and roll with agility to not take damage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I'm assuming a 10 didn't succeed.
Oh well.
No,
Never mind.
10 did not succeed. 7 did not succeed.
That's my one pity damage.
Darn.
Let me roll for Xanthi
Tough check.
there in that regard.
Why's it gotta be athletics? Why can't it be like combat?
Because that's what the book says.
Yeah, who
This is
puts
a
who puts
mechanic-
points in athletics?
This is a mechanic of the Talus itself. Yeah.
Poo on the book.
Yeah, the book's just words.
You know, maybe
That's true.
maybe
Yeah,
the
so
real
this
books.
would be pity damage, like because I assume that everyone has some sort of defense. So this is just
Yeah.
pity damage for each of you.
You know, maybe the
Is
real
the
books.
gem like super easy to get to now?
Yes.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Though to climb, it is still an athletics check to climb. It is a much lower check. It is such a lower check. Yo, come
So
on, welcome in. All right, solid.
So-
Give us a story before your turn.
Okay, so I grew up in the woods, so needless to say, I've walked through the woods and found quite a few things. I got like 2 half stories this time. One day while walking through the woods, I found a mountain of corn in the woods, like a mountain of corn, like taller than I am now. Like this is like an 8-foot pile of corn surrounded by giant tarps that had camouflage on them, pointing outward from the corn as if to stop people from discovering the corn. We guessed that maybe someone was using our property to hunt deer and thought the best way to do that was to make a mountain of corn, and then he tried to hide it from us with camouflage. And we know who did it, but bonus story, speaking of deer, one time I found a really, really dirty salt lick, and I thought it was I misidentified it as a really cool quartz rock, and I stole it. It was salt.
I swear sometimes these stories sound like as if you just made them up.
No. No.
Some of the
Trust me when I say I have a lot more that are like barely on the edge of PG-13, and I don't want to risk them. I'm scraping right now, but I've had a lot like, I wish I could tell that.
Well, just say it without, bad words.
It's not a matter of bad words. It's a matter of the content.
I guess.
Yeah.
I do have a question though, Will. Do we still have to climb up the talus in order to get to the weak point?
Yes. While it's halted like this, it has such a lower DC. You should be able to get up.
Okay, so like if we were to try and climb it
Yeah.
and get up on top of it, then we could still attack?
Yes.
Well,
Athletics check.
Okay. Just want to know.
All
I'm
right,
very
Arvid.
good at athletics.
I assume since the Hylian doesn't have a turn order, can I just shove him off in the direction towards the horse and Big Zelda?
Oh yeah. The man runs.
Just
away.
like,
I
get
should've
out of
done
here.
that- I should have done that at the bottom of initiative. Yeah.
And I'm gonna climb this sucker once again.
All right,
What do I have to roll?
If you're doing climbing, go
Thank you,
ahead
baby.
and roll your athletics there.
I have really good athletics. By that I mean I have
good.
1. Yeah, I'm up on this full. That's probably my action, right?
No.
No, you can attack.
Ooh, I can attack. I'm so special. I should-
Drop a bomb in your face.
Yeah.
And we decided that even when we're attacking the gem, like blunt is the most effective.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then I'm gonna attack it with my ladle. Let me reduce its durability in advance. 12 to hit for 6 damage. Blunt.
Ooh, blunt.
I mean it's a ladle.
It's a wait. No, I said Rova's stick is not a blunt weapon. So I'm
It's meh.
I have a
Oh,
metal
also
staff.
that wait, this isn't even a melee weapon. This is I forgot this is a rod.
You should have used like a frying pan.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but a frying pan would have been like.
Well,
blunt.
there's my attack.
You said blunt weapons or blunt damage does an additional what? 4?
Does an additional 4 and halves the defense.
Cool.
That's why I should have bought a sledgehammer.
Would you have been able to lift it?
Yeah.
They're two-handed weapons.
Yeah, I'm wielding a two-handed staff right now. And I have a two-handed...
Not the same thing.
Add several tons of metal to the end of that staff.
I don't think there's no strength stat in this game, so...
Surprisingly enough.
That's,
My combat is 3. I think that's good enough.
That is true though. Like there
It's
is
not
no
that-
strength stat.
I've got a combat at 3, so I'm averagely strong, I would assume.
Huh.
But that's the equivalent. I may be small, but I'm tough. I work out.
Alright, Zanzi's able to get up,
Speaking of Zanzi,
Yeah,
does a
yeah,
thing,
boy.
thing being the vicious sickle. For
Wow.
17 damage.
he's saying he's trapped in a vicious sickle. That one was free.
Bad joke.
So Goro.
You know Rose is here, right?
What?
I'm gonna climb it.
Rose is here.
Oh!
Cool.
That's why I said speaking of Zanzi.
Oh!
Cool. I'm gonna climb it.
Hi.
Oh, hi there. I
Hi.
assume you wouldn't have done anything different in that turn anyways.
All I had heard was vicious sickle, so I'm assuming I attacked. So yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so I climbed it.
Hey,
And then
hey
I
girl,
hit it.
Val, your girl wants a real joke.
Yeah,
A real joke, you say?
yeah, tell a joke that's actually funny.
All right. So my friend walks up to me, and he asks me if I know the name for sodium on the periodic table, and I'm like, nah.
I'll give you that one.
Science joke.
I like that.
We were talking about chemistry earlier, so got me thinking.
And that 24 will would be a 28 because I'm using a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I got that. And half of his defense. Alright, that was a good, decent hit. There you go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that was a good, decent joke, but you know,
No.
no.
He's now below
My girlfriend
half his
approves.
health. He's now below
She said,
half.
kind
Wait.
of clever.
Oh, I just realized it's raining. It's raining now. Have fun climbing.
Oh,
Are you serious? It's raining.
I feel like that would make it easier for me to climb.
You're not
I
a
could.
frog.
Can I swim through the rain up
Yeah,
to get him?
No.
swim through the raindrop.
If you could swim up waterfalls, you should be able to swim up while it's raining.
There's not a no.
Yes.
You can do that, but you have
That's
to cover
how-
yourself in oil first.
That's how physics work. Okay. Hey, you know what? It says on my character sheet. I'm pretty sure material inventory.
He's
Yeah, I
gonna
have
do
some
it.
oil on me. I literally have oil. I don't know where I got that from, but I've got oil, so let's do it.
Stars, welcome in. How you doing, friend? Hello. All right. Zelda's turn. Well, now that he's down, she can actually somewhat clamber up here. Or at least reach it from here, maybe? Either way, shoot.
I was gonna say, if she climbs up there, that's like when the Great Dane thinks it's a lapdog. Like, it's just, everyone's like, no, no, no.
Yeah, she'll like just kind of like run up the side, so and then like do a slam, and then just like kind of like let herself fall off the side, so that way she doesn't actually get up.
Cool.
Yeah, let me roll her athletics with I want to put a little. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, she's clear. She's got that. All right. So she does that as her movement, and then she will use her. I guess her. We need to give Zelda actual weapons, and so she doesn't have to keep using her horns. All she has is a
Just
bow.
buy her own.
All I have is
Doesn't
a
she have rubies?
staff and a bow. I need
Well,
weapons.
that sounds like a you problem.
She
Oh,
has
so
a
the-
spear that is.
Don't talk, you took my bow. You took
You
my
gave
bow.
it to me. You gave it to me.
Yeah, and then you got 2 more bows and you didn't give it back. Just
Yeah,
saying.
because we had a deal. Duh.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
What was the deal?
That I kept the bow in exchange for something that I don't remember, but I know we had a deal.
I don't think you gave me anything. I think
I
you
think I
owe me
did.
a debt.
Nope. Definitely don't.
Life debt.
Nope.
Like that.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, Rova.
I will call upon you in my time of need.
See, even your girlfriend says that you gave it to me, so.
Yeah, I gave it to you, but I lended it. Like, it was never
Yeah, and then
intended
you
as
gave it to me.
as a permanent
Oh my
gift.
goodness.
I would like to climb the talus with my amazing athletics that I definitely have.
Well, yeah, you cleared it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to work, actually. To be perfectly honest.
I wasn't expecting to actually do
I only have a
something.
+1, so that's a high roll. And then I'm gonna whack it with my stick.
I just realized it wasn't showing up on screen. There we go.
Wait, what?
And I hit it. I think.
I don't know. Did you? Did you hit it?
Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Assume a 13 hits.
Yes.
Do you,
12 damage.
do you think you
Pity
hit it?
damage.
That's pity damage?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Why am I here?
Because you're supposed to be
Suffer.
a magic caster
Yeah, what did I do on the first turn? I blew up everything.
and used up all your magic in the process.
Yeah, well, I did 20. I did 23 damage on the first turn. Okay.
Yeah, but you're the wizard in this game, and wizards should be far back just using magic here and there.
I rolled
Well,
by accident.
I am.
Sorry.
I'm out of magic now. So.
wizard, Rova.
Yeah. Well.
What are you doing there?
I'm a what? I accidentally rolled.
Oh.
Just count that.
Sorry, I got excited. I wanted to press a button.
Just count that when it's your turn.
All right. It's going to. So the talus spends this turn getting back up. It is raining, so you guys are at a disadvantage staying on. Go ahead and give me either your athletics or your what is
Agility.
agility.
Am I at a disadvantage because I'm a
that's
Zora?
agility.
No, you're at all disadvantage. So give me 2 rolls.
Wow.
And
Oops.
Well, water.
With disadvantage. Okay.
Water is my friend.
Ah. 8.
Oh, I got an 11 and a 12. So
I got a 13 and a 16.
10.
10, and then looks like Kogoro.
so 11.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
Which really sucks because my agility is like one of my best stats. I rolled a 1.
alright, so it's a DC of 10, so everyone except Kogoro stays on.
No, I'm climbing
Wait.
right back up that thing.
On your turn.
Oh yeah.
Arvet,
I'm gonna hit it with my shield. Does an 11 hit?
yes.
Is it blunt damage?
No.
Why?
Wait, actually, what counts as blunt damage here?
I'm hitting
Yeah.
it with my shield. I'm whacking it with my wing
I would
shield.
imagine it would be anything that doesn't have a blade.
I would think so.
That would make the most sense. If
I
it doesn't
swear,
have a
shit.
sharp edge to it, it would be a blunt thing.
If that was the case, my staff would be blunt. You know,
Actually-
just saying.
Actually, it is. It is blunt. Your staff is blunt. The shield
Oh.
is blunt.
There we go.
But though that doesn't.
So-
your staff still didn't do enough damage to not be pity though. But the
What about my hit with the ladle?
Yeah.
6 damage. Was that enough?
No, because that means
that's still
because
less
I
damage than
did
you had
I did
before.
12 I did 12 with my staff plus the bonus 4. So you're saying he has more than 16 defense.
Yes.
Well, I did this. I did it.
He has
I did it
exactly
again.
16 defense.
He gets another pity damage then. So
Alrighty then.
Nice.
Well, okay, he has 16 defense. You just did basically 15 damage, and his defense is halved. So, in this case, so it's actually just 8, 15. Yeah, you did some damage finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't all pity.
Wait, why is his defense half now?
It's because blunt weapons
It's a
are
vulnerability.
super effective.
Well, I thought blunt weapons was just 4 bonus damage.
And it halves the defense.
Okay, well then, because then my blunt staff would do, instead of 12, it would have done 16, and it would have halved the defense. So
Yeah.
my staff would have been dealing 8 per turn instead
Okay,
of 1.
so okay, I'll subtract an additional 7 then. You're correct.
Well, I hit him like 3 times by this point.
yeah, we hit him like 100 times. Just let him die.
Let me die now.
I hit
Must
him
get out
every
this
turn so
flippin'
far.
rain. I'm sick and tired of it.
I did like 400 damage to him.
Alright, Zanzi.
I'm still on top of it, right? I
Alright,
didn't
just
fall
barely.
off. Okay. Just barely. Okay. I am going to attempt to hit it again.
That'll do it.
Yes, that will.
Did it.
There's a mod chat from the catch Pokemon. Alright, so. Ooh, that's good damage. And that's with the vicious sickness, so you don't get the blunt bonus.
It's fine.
So that doesn't do pity, but it does only do 1.
Okay.
Nice.
I got 1.
You're
Jeez.
contributing.
I'm contributing.
Yay! The cook and the wizard are the strongest.
Also,
It's fine.
really random thing, is Solid super loud for anyone else? Because for some
Yes,
reason
he
you
is.
are very loud for me.
I did it again. I don't know. I got a new computer, and for some reason, it messed up my audio driver. So, like, if
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I have to move this far away from my face. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
perfect.
I don't know why.
Keep it far from your face.
I can't help it.
Yeah, I was even like messing with the guest volume and it just did nothing.
They've got. I take pills for it, but it's.
Alrighty then.
Those are supposed to work?
It's habitual.
Alright, Kogoro.
All right, I'm gonna try and climb this thing. So that's athletics,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm at a disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Oh my gosh. I can't climb this thing worth anything, man.
Can you like roll up in a ball and just blast yourself at it?
I don't know, can I?
Well, you already tried to climb it, so.
Get on the horse and ride it and jump off the horse. That's what I did.
Oh,
You know what you
Or just have
should've done?
Zelda lift you up.
yeah, that's
We
true.
should-
Go up to Zelda, go uppies, uppies.
No, what you should have done is since it was just getting up, you should have used reverse momentum to make it fall back down.
We don't have that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We have a rune because it's called reverse momentum.
Oh, can I do that?
I don't think you can do that on living creatures.
Hey, wait.
I think
Can't we
living
just do
creatures
Sonic
do accept-
Disassemble? It's made of like 5 rocks.
Wait.
I did reverse
Oh, that's-
momentum on myself when I was falling.
No,
one
you can
time,
do it on
so-
living creatures. That's right.
Cool.
Can
so
we do that?
I failed climbing it. So can I do that instead?
Sonic Disassemble. Just turn it into like 6 rocks.
And not
Wait, are we all gonna take damage if he does, if it falls?
We'll be
It'd be
fine.
pity damage.
No, we can use reverse momentum on ourselves before we hit the ground, so that we kind of lift up a bit and
Can I do that?
don't worry about it.
I don't like the precedent this is setting. Anytime someone tries to get up, you just keep knocking them back down with reverse momentum.
Can I do it?
You gave me this power. I'm going to abuse it.
I'm saying just use Sonic Disassemble.
This is,
Yeah,
this is the
I
mind
think
of the
that sounds-
speedrunning.
I'm gonna use.
Well,
a
but that's
reverse
like if it has a
momentum.
bunch of different parts, it takes them apart. For a solid rock mass, I don't think that would work.
Well, it's a battle talus. That would remove all of the battle.
Okay, it would remove the structures, yeah,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't kill it
Correct.
instantly.
Can I use
got it.
reverse momentum?
I'm
As my
going to
act-
say no because I don't want to set this precedent.
But
But
With
it's
the-
a thing in the game.
You can't.
I
do
mean,
that
to be
on
fair,
living
you
creatures.
already did try to climb it as your action and fails. So I would guess you tried to do that and fell. So.
I'm pretty sure that in the game you can't use the the reverse time thing on a living creature.
Well, okay, so you gave us reverse momentum
Fake
before
fan.
Tears of the Kingdom came out. So this
Yeah.
is different from Rewind completely.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
but even with the stasis, you had to upgrade it to be able to do it on living creatures, and it happened for a brief moment.
Okay. So does reverse momentum in the book say that you can use it on a living creature? Yes or no?
It's
don't think it's in
homebrew.
the
I
book.
decide.
he made it up.
Oh.
But like
Well,
the one
you're
time
homebrewed.
the one time I used it was when I was falling, and I used it on myself to not take
It-
fall damage.
it
Will.
does say in the description that you can use it on a living being.
Well, I also believe you did say that the rock is not part of the creature, just the ore.
Okay,
So I'm going to
Okay.
turn your logic back on you there.
that's
Oh,
true.
you're right.
That's true.
Damn.
I deserve 2,000 rupees because my insight is 10 and my civ is 10. Get debated.
Oh my
speaking of rupees.
gosh.
Suddenly your pockets are lighter, and you seem to have lost 100 rupees. No.
Dang.
Can I catch them?
This economy.
Okay, yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
I'll let you do that. So you just kind of like knock him back prone.
Cool.
Epic.
And as soon as he gets up next time, I'm gonna do it again.
Stay down.
He ain't getting up. I forbid it.
Zelda.
Also, too, that means it loses its turn.
It's almost dead
So-
anyways.
Hey, Will, so for Sonic Disassemble, wouldn't that work on the Talus because it's made out of just different rocks?
Metals.
Well, it's a big solid boulder in the middle, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
but it would
so
still
the
it would still
ore-
like take apart the arms and legs though, wouldn't it?
The arms and legs are already kind of floating. They were never like together.
Attached.
Okay.
I get that. I get that. I was
Okay.
gonna say, otherwise we could just Sonic Disassemble to knock it down, and then
Yeah.
reverse momentum to
Yeah.
like We solved it.
We solved the mystery.
We are evil. That's what we
Listen,
are.
I didn't ask for this. You expect me to play fair? Absolutely not.
The number one Medal of Honor is when you get the DM to say, "Oh, I see how this is going. Let's just skip to the end."
So, are you saying that's our new goal for this today's campaign? I feel like that's a new goal for today.
Just make Will
Sweet.
get really fed up.
Bill has the patience of a saint. I don't know if we can get him to that point.
Finding ways to abuse them, like scooping the lava monster with my bucket.
No, that's just smart.
Yeah, but I'm gonna every rune is abusable in some way.
Rover.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
I'm still
Congratulations.
alive?
Have a turn.
What can I break on this
The system. The whole game.
Probably my staff at the rate we're going. I whack it. And I hit it.
Also, too, Will, if you're using a weapon / tool that is not meant to do a specific thing, wouldn't that thing lose 1 durability every turn? Or every time you use it?
For fights, it just everything
it's
you're
one
doing
durability.
loses the durability for the fight in general.
At the end of the yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's 12, but it's blunt, so there's like a +4 half defense thing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so it'd be 16 and then half defense. So should be
Yeah.
doing something.
So, yep. All right. It is a lot closer to death now. All right. It's going to just kind of like try to shake y'all off, essentially. just a raw shaky off.
But it's also knocked over.
Well,
It's wiggling on the ground, I guess.
planted on the ground.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He's doing the
It
wiggle
could just
dance.
start rolling to one.
That would be something.
Yeah. All right. All right. So that's a 13 to hit. Each of the 3 that are on top.
Does attacker win rolls?
Yes.
Aw, beans.
Win ties. Yeah.
So he's rolling to hit. Oh, we're not rolling to stay on. It's what is it?
Correct. He's rolling to hit. If you get hit, we'll do a whole like, oh, do you get knocked off?
Oh, okay. So it's not damage. Okay, so I get knocked off.
Well, it is damage. It's 13.
Oh, well, that's.
I thought that was the accuracy.
It is. It's the accuracy of his attack.
You said that was the damage after
What's
that.
the damage? I thought he was
what's the
just shaking
damage?
us
It's
off.
okay. It just happened to be 13 for both the accuracy and the damage here.
Okay, that's what
Nice.
got me going.
Glad I'm not
crazy.
over there.
That's it's not okay.
Oh no, you would have taken pity damage. Woo.
I know. It sucks.
Hey, eventually, that's gonna be a problem.
Like
And that's
right
against
now,
our defense, right?
Right now,
Yes.
I'm burning through my bonus HP.
So wait,
From
did we
the
fall
sleep
off?
we
Like
had.
what?
Is that
I would say roll in athletics or agility.
So what hit me? Because I thought
No.
it was just shaking.
Yeah, no, he's causing a mini earthquake on the earth you're standing on.
Okay. So did the damage happen from me falling over, or did a rock hit me?
Him just kind of like jerking you off.
Okay, so then we would have to fall to take damage.
Yes.
Okay, so
the
everyone
damage
who
you're
got
gonna
hit
take is
fell.
13.
Well, you would still take damage from the force. The
Hurt your
question
knees.
is, does the force also knock you off?
yeah?
So it's force damage.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're standing on it, so like
Yeah.
nothing's hitting us if we're on it.
Nothing makes sense in this game. So whatever. Also,
I'm just thinking of earthquake logic. The only thing that actually hurts you when there's a earthquake is the stuff that falls on you when something breaks.
I feel like the only one who like possibly wouldn't get hurt would be Arbit.
But
He
yet
would just like fly down.
Arbit's the one that is the only one that rolled too low and gets knocked off.
But I hover down.
Isn't it at a disadvantage though? So shouldn't they all roll twice and take the lower roll?
Technically, it's raining, so that kind of balances each other out.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So what did we need to get knocked off? I'm confused. I'm sorry.
10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Arbit's the only one that got knocked off. All right, Arbit, your turn.
Climb back up it.
1 second.
Arbit's just having a snack in the middle of the fight.
I climb back up.
Yes.
Do I?
You do so.
No, you don't actually.
Oh.
Then why'd you say yes?
Oh, I
Because
said
I
yes.
didn't see your roll, and then I did.
Well, so it's a bait and switch. I see how it is. Arbit's going home. That's my turn.
Arbit's just done.
Zanzi.
Oh, let's try to hit it again. Why not? It's fun.
Okay. Hey, you did 1 damage again.
Yep. Hey, listen, it's one less than it was before, okay? This is what I
That
got.
is true. That is true.
It's what I got.
I'm gonna try and get up it.
Remember when I did 12 damage with a bomb?
Cool. Did I get up it?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna hit it.
Cool.
Yay!
Dang.
How do
Bye.
you want to do this?
Oh,
Where'd you get that?
Because I have a rank 5 hero sledge.
Yeah.
Well, can I have a rank 5 hero staff, please?
I don't have that.
Can I have a rank 5 hero sandwich?
I'm still using a rank 1 staff.
Well, then you should buy a better staff.
Somebody, yeah, you know what? I bought a bow at one point, and then somebody took it.
Sir, how do you want to do this?
Just saying.
Sir.
So I don't have any money
Sir.
to buy
So
stuff like that
Goro
anymore.
he climbs up it because he's like really mad now because he got knocked off. So he climbs back up it in like a rage, and then he gets there, takes out his sledgehammer, and he's like, and just whacks it. and
Yay.
and explodes.
Into a
Yeah.
million gemstones.
And 1,000 rupees.
And 1,000,000 rupees.
And then I spit on its corpse.
And the grateful guy we saved also gives us another 1,000 rupees.
Oh, weird way to call it. It's
And
rocks.
And there happens to be a chest in there with a rank 5 staff. Really.
There was
That's like-
there was actually a chest on the battle talus. Yes.
Dibs. It's gonna be a
Okay,
staff.
go open it. You should
If
check
I-
for
if it's-
traps though.
No, I.
Arbit's like
I
in the
don't.
corner doing laps.
I rushed to it
He's getting it
without
out.
checking for traps.
I'm collecting the gems.
Arbit is just Pango with a moral compass.
That's very accurate.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not normally like this, folks, I swear.
That's
Don't
what
listen to
he
its trap.
always says.
Alrighty. You find inside
Yeah.
a knight's sword.
Nice. The wizard's got a sword, everybody.
Hey, Zanzi, I'll trade you this sword for one of your bows.
You'd probably do more damage with the bow, honestly.
If you're not going to, if you don't, well, never mind.
What are the gems that I found on the ground?
Listen, he didn't say which bow. Okay, I have 3.
I want my bow.
You didn't say that. You're getting a bokoblin bow.
No, then I'm not giving you the sword.
Well,
That's
then
like
you don't
a
get a bow.
bokoblin bow is like a stick and a shoestring.
I already have a bokoblin bow. I want a better bow.
Well,
I
too
want my
bad.
rank 2 bow that I bought with my money and then gave to you for free.
Man,
Your girlfriend says it's just a bow.
Grovile beat.
Yeah, and you know what? This is just a sword, so I'm gonna hold on to it for now. What rank
Okay.
sword is it? It's my sword.
I like how that only hurts Zelda. Like, oh yeah, well for that I'm gonna not give Zelda something.
Honestly, my plan was to trade one of the bokoblin bows and then just give the sword to Zelda.
That's such an in character for the whole party though. To get like 2 people argue and the only person who loses is Zelda.
It's a different party.
So what were the gems that were
Okay.
there?
It dropped a rank 2 medal and
Okay.
rank 2. Okay. Sorry. 3 rank 2 metal, 3 rank 2 stone.
Which stone? Oh, okay.
Stone,
It's
stone,
just stone.
rock,
Yeah.
earth.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no gems, no nothing.
No gems for this one.
Just stone and metal. Did
Wait,
it
hold
drop
on.
one of those,
Actually,
like,
1 less stone and 1 sorry, there is a gem for this.
oh,
Hmm?
Hold on,
What
what's
is it?
It's a rank 10 diamond worth 10,000 rupees.
that'd be
So
nice.
that we can actually buy stuff.
We could split it.
We could buy a rank 5 weapon
Oh,
for
rank
everyone
5 stuff.
except Zelda because we bought one for the horse.
It is Amber.
Which rank?
2.
Rank 2?
Yep.
Cool.
Too much.
Does anybody want the shiny rock? It's made of tree sap.
Wait,
You
hold on.
you should give it to Zelda. She seems to be left out.
Zelda's not real.
Oh, sorry. What's,
There, you're like, Zelda's not real.
I didn't say that.
Dang.
so this sword that I found, what rank is it? What kind of sword is it?
It's knight, so it's rank 3.
Rank
Ooh,
3.
you got a rank 3 weapon.
You know, my combat's not half bad. I could use a melee weapon. Zelda's just gonna Lionel all the time. It's fine.
I'll
How good you are at
You-
hitting things.
You do realize
I-
most of why a Lionel is so savage is because of their like legendary weapons, which she
Yeah.
does not have.
Yep.
Okay.
That sucks for her.
Ar-
You know, I'm
Arbit's gonna take the amber. Arbit will take it.
I need a
Cool.
sword for times
I'll
like
give you
these
the
when I
amber.
run out of magic. I'm just
I don't
saying,
want
I
the
have
amber.
I have 5 accuracy. I can swing a sword.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Sucks for Zelda though. Jeez. What does she even have for a weapon anyway? Just a bow?
Nothing.
She has a spear, but though it's just as effective as her horns.
Yeah, she just
So essentially nothing.
stab people with the horns. I mean, I don't.
Hey,
see-
Will,
Yeah.
did the
Dang.
Deku Tree said he would charge us rupees to get stuff enchanted?
Yeah.
Or just materials?
No, I want to say.
There was a whole thing
I
on
thought
it.
it was- Was
Yeah,
it
so-
just materials? I thought.
It was material plus
Rep-
monster parts.
materials and monster parts for enchanting, materials and rupees for
Was it monster?
Repair.
repairing from the
Yeah.
other guy.
Was it
Yeah.
monster parts of the same rank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yep. So if you wanted it like a rank 2 thing, then it had to be rank 2.
One day, I'm gonna be awesome.
But it is not this day.
One day you're gonna cook
Today?
real food.
I'm the worst.
See, here's the thing: the day Arbit is actually awesome is the day that I give the bow back to Rova.
Wait until you see endgame Arbit who has 15 combat.
He's gonna look like the squirrel that I sent Will.
You know
Oh,
what's
that squirrel.
Nice.
Actually, I think I could get Arbit's combat up to 17 if I really, really tried.
For those that don't
Probably.
know what
Everything else
squirrel
would
she's
take
talking
such a
about, go
massive
look at
shit.
my YouTube thumbnail. It's for the Chaos Table.
Did you use it for the YouTube thumbnail?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fine.
Nice. Okay, so we did that. We saved the guy. What's he giving us?
Yeah.
The guy-
Us, you mean me? I run up to him and I'm like, I do a heroic pose, like,
And then I just drag Arbit back.
and I stay in the pose the whole time, but you do drag me.
I'm just gonna hit
And
him with
I-
my rolling pin.
I maintain the same expression, but I go, ow, 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 ow.
Once Kokoro gets him back to the group, I'm just gonna hit him over the head with the rolling pin.
It's like a Tom and Jerry skit where like he gets hit in the head. There's just a rolling pin shaped like dent. It makes like a clonk, like a coconut clonking noise. He's got his tongue out and his like mouth's all a big smile with the
Does
teeth
it
all
echo
crooked.
as well? Like just echo through
Yeah,
his
it's like
head?
bong 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 bong. He's like,
All right. The guy's like, thank you so much, heroes.
No problem.
I don't have much
Danny.
on me. I have here, you can have
A
you
rank
can
5
have
staff?
this. Hold on, let me look at the
By any chance?
Rova, get over yourself.
You know what? I just want good things.
Then
So I
go
feel-
get them.
I feel like when everyone else got these good weapons, like I was feeling kind of out of it for some reason. It's like I missed that, you know. Like it's just like
I
I
mean,
wasn't
there
even.
was, there
It's like I wasn't even there, you know. It was crazy.
you were there in physical form, just not mentally.
gives you
Exactly.
a an orange rupee.
Cool. So
Cool.
that's like what, worth 10?
200.
No, 200. Nice.
no need, sir. Bravery is its own reward.
Okay.
200.
Oh,
so
okay,
divide,
you're right.
divide by 4, we each get 50.
Heroics
I don't-
are its own reward.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
gonna
I'm
keep hitting
missing
Arbit
one.
with the rolling pin, just telling him to shut up.
I'll take
He's
50.
like, heroics are its own reward.
I'll take 50 rupees. I'm okay with that.
I'll take 50
Yeah,
rupees.
Because
Goodness.
there's only 4 of us to divide between. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, just the 4. Yeah. Okay.
Not 5?
No, I'm pretty sure. It's
What's
just-
Zelda gonna spend it on? Carrots?
Weapons.
She's a horse. Ain't
No,
50
she'll-
rupees
since-
not gonna buy you any weapon.
Since you don't want it, we'll just give her your share.
Okay. Arbit's figured
Okay.
out the system.
See,
He thinks
Cool.
he figured out
See,
the
Zelda,
We'll just give Zelda 50 rupees.
Zelda, you got us into this mess in the first place. You gotta earn your keep.
Princess
you know?
Zelda, I don't respect the monarchy, but I respect you. Here's 50 rupees.
Good job.
Wow.
Proud of you, Arbit.
Okay, are we going?
Arbit. I appreciate you.
Okay, are we going to take the cart and keep going? We've got little time.
Zelda does some like head pats, but in her Lionel form, you like kind of like sink into the
It
ground
hurts.
a bit.
I was gonna say it hurts. Arbit's got like a 40-foot tall like lump.
At this point, Arbit is just like the accordion that you get.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I have a very stupid question that I'm just realizing as I'm looking through my sheet. For the armor defense, do I add that to my defense up above?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I feel dumb. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Leave me alone. I'm trying. Okay.
This is fine.
I didn't think about it, and I was just kind of scrolling through my sheet to remind myself of what I have, and I was like, oh yeah, my armor has like defense to it.
Wait, so what did your defense say before? 0?
No, it was at 5, and now it's at 12.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. Your
wait.
defense was at 5.
Because wait, I thought your defense is calculated entirely off of your armor.
Yeah, but I upgraded my armor, but I'd never added the.
Oh,
The new
I
stuff
never-
too.
Whatever the difference is there, add back to your health because you did get hit while you weren't here.
Okay.
Okay, so
To your
taking
temporary
the
health, by the
cotton-
way, because it took off the temporary points.
So we are
The difference
taking
of
the
what-
cotton and going somewhere.
Oh, like where I started and where I ended?
With your defense, yeah.
Okay.
Because that should have been the defense that was already taken off, right?
Yeah.
Vernie, what were you saying?
So we are taking cotton. We are going to where again? I forget. It's like I haven't been here in 2 weeks.
Ugh.
Back to near
I know the
nest,
feeling.
Rito.
All right, to the bird people.
All right, so we go
I
there.
keep forgetting about that.
Yes, indeed. That is not your current location. You guys are more like here. Alrighty. Okay. So you're making it a decent distance. So you guys have Zelda strapped back into the wagon, and Kogoro doing his flips, becoming a over-engineered wheel. And you guys literally reinvented the wheel. You literally did.
Arbit's on his trusted steed, Horsey.
Yes, the horsey is.
You just drop in and just smack
Hank the horse.
Whoop-ah! Drop down. Snap. Ah!
Exactly. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. You having fun there?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, you do the thing.
Do we make it in like half a day?
Well, I would like to see if what Zanzi's luck is like today. Give
Uh-oh.
Rose, give me just a luck roll.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What do I roll for luck again? I
Just
forgot.
2d6s.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Don't mess it up.
Shut up.
Don't mess it up.
Average.
Eh.
You
been
literally
better.
got the highest and the lowest.
Could have been better.
Oh,
Honestly, that just kind of reflects my day in general. So
Mid.
high highs and low lows.
yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Oops. You guys really
Whoa.
stretched out.
What happened?
Things going weird here. Does it eventually stop raining, or does it rain like all day?
I don't know. It's so the rain. You guys will see it pop up in chat every so often. I have a timer that's occasionally stirring up the rain. Right now, it is storming out. Actually, does anyone have any metal weapons equipped?
Not
I'm
equipped.
not wielding them right now.
All right, don't.
Equip them?
Cool.
Like if
Okay.
we own them, can we can just not equip them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I unequip them.
All right, you do so.
And
Okay.
I
So-
equip my bokoblin bow. Just in case.
As
What
you-
about metal armor?
as you guys are going along the edge of the like kind of moat that goes around the great forest, or do you guys want to? No, you couldn't get the wagon through there, so no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys are just kind of moseying along, and as you are doing so, some electric Lizalfos show up. Thank
Just
you, Alex.
moving on. I'm gonna move on.
We continue going. We just keep running.
Oh, that's an option.
Yeah. Because we're
I'm
definitely
not-
gonna be
no.
faster.
I'm not.
The
I'm not
heroic
touching-
thing to do.
I'm
I
not
am
touching
not-
those with the 10-foot rank 2 bow that I don't have.
And I'm not touching those in storming weather. where all my weapons are made of metal.
Yeah.
All my weapons are made of metal. I am vulnerable to lightning,
Actually, no, I do have an ancient sword.
and I
ancient
have
swords
no
are
magic,
typically made out of metal,
so that's a
so
negatory.
I could fight them with that.
No.
I
Please
have.
no.
Can
Yeah,
I
no.
use
Let's
the
just
bucket
keep
rune
going.
to scoop the rain?
One of the Lizalfos does get a little salvo off of you. You know, with the like little spit, whatever. I'll roll to see which of y'all it hits. And you know what? Just to be nice, I'll include Charp.
Okay, wait, aren't I hiding inside?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Isn't it a covered wagon?
And I'm
Surely.
rolling at like a high speed.
Well, but you're at least.
I'm
you're
riding
outside.
horsey.
All right, Rose will be 1, and then Arbit 2, Goro
Wait,
3,
am I-
and then
Am I not in the wagon?
Yeah, me.
No, you're on
me and,
Zelda.
yeah, I thought
I
you were
thought-
writing Zelda. Oh wait, some of you are in the covered wagon. Charp
I'm-
is
Yeah,
I'm in-
Rova,
I am
Rova
inside-
and I are
I-
in the wagon.
I am for sure in the wagon if there's an
I will be
electric
back.
boy out there.
so someone needs to be on Zelda's back. Are we saying Charp is?
He had a bad day.
I'm.
Ride a Lionel.
Oh, I forgot we had him with. I don't remember.
I
Maybe
was
I
pretty
am on
sure that the
Zelda.
default here is Zanzi's always riding Zelda.
I honestly don't remember. I forgot we had the other person with us. That's probably right then. I think we have those two in the wagon, and then
What was he
I'm
doing
probably on
during
Zelda.
that fight?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a d4. 1 is
Cool.
going to be Zanzi, then Arbit, then Goro, then Charp. Zanzi.
Okay.
Well, it'll miss anyways. Don't worry about it.
It still has to roll to hit. That is correct.
You'll be fine.
All right, 2d6 plus 9. Is it 12 to hit?
Nope.
Miss?
Yeah.
There you go. You're safe.
Whoa.
Just like we planned it.
All right, you guys miss out on the loot from those guys, but you do move on because you
We
know
also
those
miss out
alphas
on
typically have
probable
some
death.
decent weapons.
I'm not fighting those with my metal
My-
weapons and my electric
It's-
vulnerability in the rain.
It's raining. My bombs do fire. They'd
Oh,
all
it
go
does
inert.
blunt. Don't they
I
do
don't- what?
blunt? I thought your bombs do blunt.
They use fire to explode, so it's raining. They'd all go inert.
Well, if a lightning bolt hits it.
Yeah, you just
How are
have
you
to,
gonna
you just
time
have to
that?
like strike to explode it.
Yeah, which would be a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hit it.
All right.
It's fine.
Whose luck do I want to test this time? Hey,
I'm a lucky guy.
Hey, Grovile, why don't you roll
Yeah.
luck this time?
Well, how do you know?
Let's see how far you guys get before an encounter happens.
Luck is my middle name.
Or is it?
Well, it's in the middle.
That's
It's very much in the middle.
yeah. You guys don't get as far as you did last time before you. So while you're between these two towns here, these two little villages that are really just residential, you guys, you guys encounter some Lizalfos and at the same time the Octoroks, water ones.
Is this still raining?
It is still raining.
Oh boy.
Are they? And these ones are also electric-y? Or are they just normal ones?
These, these are normal ones, but though they've joined forces with the Octorok, so hear them.
I don't know. I don't have any magic left, so I can't really do
Sorry
a
about
lot
that.
of anything to. Like I thought that Talus fight was gonna be. I thought we were gonna take a rest or something.
What are we doing now?
We ran into more Lizalfos and Octoroks now.
Why
Are
don't we
we
just
fighting them or
ram
just
the
running away
wagon
from them?
into them? We're going so fast.
Yeah.
Because the wagon has materials we need.
Well, we can use those materials to flatten them.
The point is to deliver the materials.
Are we
Well, we'll
fighting
deliver
the
that after.
Octoroks or no?
We're debating.
I wouldn't.
How many
There's no-
Octoroks and Lizalfos?
2 Octoroks, 3 Lizalfos.
How many of us have metal weapons?
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
How many want to get struck by lightning in the middle of a fight?
Yes.
I figured Arbit would.
I have a Bacala.
Arbit does wonder what it tastes like to be struck by lightning.
Tastes like
What?
Just get hit by an electric Lizalfos. It'll do the
Okay,
same.
hear me out. What if you throw your metal weapon at them, and then the lightning hits the metal weapon, and then it hits them?
I mean,
And then
that's
you lose
true,
your weapon.
but you'd lose your
Oh.
weapon. Honestly, I don't think it's worth our time
Don't worry
fighting
about
them.
it.
Yeah.
All right,
It's not
they're
worth
going
our
to
time.
take pot shots at you as you roll by. That one's also hitting Zanzi.
Can I attempt to reverse momentum their projectiles?
The Octoroks ones, absolutely. Yeah. The other ones, I'm gonna have you like roll
Okay.
to see.
Well,
I'd
I
like to
assume
know
if I
what-
have one action, I assume I could just reverse one of them. if
Oh,
there's
that's a good
bunch of
point.
them.
Yeah.
So
It-
I would just.
I mean, we
Did
could all
the-
try and reverse them.
Did the Lizalfos like jump out of water or something, or were they just like there? Like,
They were kind of like half camoed on the shore.
so can we reverse them back to being half camoed on the shore?
They're shooting arrows at you from a distance. You're not in range to do that.
Okay, so but if they're shooting arrows at us, then we can reverse the arrows, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
but that takes up your whole turn.
Yeah, well, I'm rolling right now. I'm a
The
ball.
turn we spent
Yeah, you
moving.
probably-
Yeah, so I don't think Goro can do anything right now. He's
that's
rolling.
fair.
I'll
Yeah,
just reverse.
He's kind
one
of doing a
Octorok.
circle right now. He's like pretending to be a washing machine, like a front
Well-
load washer.
Also, too, as a ball anyway, like I wouldn't take any damage if they shot me, because
You
my
would
defense
take
goes up
pity
as a
damage.
ball.
All right, so the Lizalfos arrow, you're reverse momentuming.
Does it hit them
there's-
back?
Yes. There's five of them here. Let's see here. So
There's three of us who can use runes right now.
yes. So 2 of them still go through. Preference on Octorok versus Lizalfos on that.
I feel like Octorok's probably.
Yeah, I feel
harder.
like because the Octoroks is just rocks.
Yep.
I mean, getting hit with a rock is better than being shot with an arrow.
True.
Well, but they're big rocks.
Oh, you got big rocks, just a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll reverse all the arrows and let the 2 rocks come.
Alrighty. You do so, and let me roll to see who the first rock hits. All right, this one hits Arbit.
Nuh-uh.
Yaha.
It attempts to hit our.
What you mean, nuh-uh?
Does
You see
it
the
make
rock
a
coming
difference
at
to
him?
you guys?
No.
Does it
It
make
goes
a
back.
Never mind. So the Octorok, that's a Octorok's new accuracy.
Watch, it does like 30
there we go.
damage.
The rock
2d6
explodes your
plus
skull.
4. Does that hit? Probably not.
No, sir.
Pity damage.
I just see the rock and I just whoop. Right over my head.
That one also goes to Arbit and probably also misses.
Yeah, that also misses. Arbit's just like, he ducks under the first one, then he leans back for the second one and keeps going.
He's
But
just like
Arbit,
this the entire
Arbit is
time.
apparently a master equestrian.
He's just a chicken on a horse at this point. Just
He really is.
Yeah, yeah, but the horse is cool.
Yeah.
Hank
it's
is
cool.
the most
obviously the
powerful
horse
horse.
is cool. What you got something against horses? What's wrong with
Clearly.
horses?
No, just people who ride them.
All right. Fair. Bye.
I worked at a horse show for so many years. Do you know how many times the horse mafia threatened me?
None.
Twice.
I was gonna say twice.
If I had $1 for every time that happened, I'd have $2.
All right. Let's get a luck check out of Viridian now. Just 2d6.
Ooh.
Dun, dun,
Can't
dun.
wait for this to go horribly wrong.
Another average one.
Cool.
There you go.
What? A little better than mine.
All right. Yeah, you guys make it a little bit further.
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we are just running past them, so you know.
Yes.
Keep going.
But each one has an opportunity to do pot shots at you.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
survive.
When do we sleep? Do we sleep at some
Yeah, we'll
point?
sleep it off afterwards.
Yeah.
No,
We'll
I
just
mean,
sleep
like,
off
can I
it.
sleep and get my magic back? Because then, if we get into one of these fights and I get my magic back,
I mean, you
I
are
could-
in the cart. You can
I
just
could
take
just-
a nap.
no, I know, but if we
That'd
want to
be
actually
very
fight one
comfy.
of these things and get loot, like if we take a nap and I get my magic back, I can bombos and insta kill like 4 things with one spell. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you have.
And then we
nothing
sleep
useful.
again, and then we keep going.
No. You know how much
We're
sleep
grinding it out now.
We gotta grind it out, and this is
We
how we
nap-
get. This
We
is
take
how
a
I get
nap,
my-
cast a 9th level
Yeah.
spell, take a nap, cast a 9th level spell.
Yeah, exactly. That's my strategy.
Yeah, no.
We'll just keep doing this until
Couldn't we
I get
have
enough
just,
money to
like-
get a rank 5 staff.
Couldn't we have just held on to the cart and teleported the cart with us?
See, that's what I suggested, but apparently it's only stuff that's like in your pockets or that you
Yes.
can actually like
It's magic.
contain. Because that's what I did suggest that. I suggested
Yes.
we take all the stuff out. But
Correct.
we could, however, drop the card off a cliff and reverse momentum and make it fly.
Yeah, but then it go right back to where it was before we knocked it off the cliff.
It
Well,
takes
it's-
about 12 hours for you guys to get back, and that's including the like distractions and how fast you guys are going.
We do this nonstop, no pee breaks. Let's go.
Can we get a travel montage? Just so us zooming by, show some enemies running across, some close calls.
So theoretically,
Yeah,
if you
please,
are
running
are
over.
like just doing an 8-hour nap in the cart, you'd have your magic back by the time you get to Satori Mountain.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm just napping in the cart while they're running, yeah, I'll do that.
There you go.
I'll take a nice long nap.
There, now you have the ability to do a thing.
Wow,
again.
are we here already? Huh?
You're like in the back of a lumber cart taking a nap. It's-
No, that was a good long sleep. What do you guys? doing?
everybody knows the characters of tabletop role-playing players always have the best sleeping abilities.
I will
What have you
say
guys been doing this whole time?
Okay, can I get a okay, so I will say that's like, so you guys are getting close to Satori Mountain and stuff. You guys are crossing over this river. There is before you sorry. Back here actually. So before Rova's done with her resting and stuff, there is a treasure Octorok. Also a Vulpix in chat.
Treasure Octorok. It has treasure.
Yeah, basically the top above ground part is a chest.
Just one of them?
Just one of them, yeah.
but treasure
The others are
Octoroks
normal
usually
rock
don't have
Octoroks.
anything half decent.
Just, I mean, you could probably kill him in 2 hits.
Arbit's gonna dive it.
Let's go for
Treasure.
it.
I'm on those horse endorphins. I need to dive that treasure chest.
We found a treasure Octorok.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Should
Sorry,
we
my
dive?
roommate screamed, so I needed to go check on her.
Should we go fight it
Yes.
or leave Arbit alone to do it himself?
Arbit's a hero.
Just let Arbit do it. I'm still asleep in the car.
Are you gonna let Arbit do it like he doesn't have one combat?
So unless you go out of your way to wake me up, I am canonically asleep right now.
No,
in the
I missed a
car.
Vulpix!
So-
Yes, you did.
and I'd rather not be disturbed. I need my beauty rest. I'm just saying.
So you're saying I should come and just scream?
Yes.
Keep it down. 10 more minutes.
Can I fight from horseback with a ranged weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
can I try and hit it with a crossbow and see what happens?
Yeah.
You're gonna kill it in like 1 hit.
7 damage, 14 to hit.
14 to hit. The 7 damage is not enough to take it out, but though it is definitely below half its health.
Okay, well,
Somebody else just whack it.
that's my strategy. This is my treasure chest.
Okay,
Strap
okay,
to the
you do it.
cart.
I bet there's a
Why
bow
are you
inside.
talking? You're asleep.
Yeah.
I'm talking in my just
Honk
hit
shoe,
it.
honk shoe.
Just hit it one more
Snork,
time.
me.
I believe in you.
I'm gonna slam the
Don't
brakes
worry
real
about it.
hard and see what happens to Rova.
What about? Wait, are you gonna tell Zelda?
Yeah. Wait a second. The only ones that are able to do any actions right now are, I guess, Zelda could try to shoot while running and carry
Not-
the cart.
Just let Arbit
Not-
do it.
Effectively, though.
Not
Yeah.
effective.
Arbit's
It's
a-
really just me and Arbit.
Yeah.
Arbit's a
It's his
superhero.
treasure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Arbit's
yeah.
treasure.
Yeah. I
Unless
can't
it's a
do
rank
nothing.
5 staff, and then it's mine.
No.
I think whoever kills it should.
If it's a rank 5 staff, I'll trade
So,
you.
Will, that was my
beautiful
maximum
sword.
damage I rolled. So, let me just put it this way. If we assume it takes me 2 hits to take out 1 Octorok, do you just want to roll the number of hits I take doing this?
But though we also need to take damage on your part because they're going to attack back.
That's what I said. Roll the number of hits it takes that I take.
Okay,
And
so
just assume I
just
beat them.
Arbit fighting all 3 of them?
Arbit
there's
is after
3?
the treasure.
So-
There's
one.
one
there's-
treasure and 2 normal.
I would have to fight all of them.
Oh,
So if there's 3 of them, then
you're-
it's going to take me 6 hits.
Oh, I
If
think
it takes
that
me 6 hits, then I'm going to take 3 plus 2 plus 1. I'm going to take 3,
would- Assuming you
and
hit them
then
all with all your
4 more, and then 2 more. So I'd take a total of 9 hits.
And we're
Is-
still
is
going, by
Zanzi-
the way.
Zanzi would be shooting as well, doing pot shots.
Are you? Okay. Well, in that case, I only take, like, some hits. I don't know.
Okay,
We're still
well,
going.
you guys have to
You're
roll to
still- We're
hit.
still going.
Yeah.
I gotta roll
I'll catch
to
up. I
hit.
got a
All
horse.
right, Zanzi, do your roll to hit. You hit. You took out one of them in one shot.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, we probably only take, like, a hit apiece.
Nice.
So, like, if she does 2 hits, she can take out 2 of them. You do 2 hits and kill one of them.
Wait,
So
I
they-
messed that up.
D26 plus 7?
I 2d6.
Whoa!
That's a lot of
15
damage.
to hit. 15 to hit. Not a 33 to hit. A 15 to hit.
It hits either way.
Too bad my evasion is 34.
That is 8 damage.
8.
8 damage.
I'm going to deflect with my wing shield.
But you already took your. Oh, that's your reaction. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot how this system works. Yeah.
Tee.
I yell out to Zelda, should we stop and go help him?
If they're not back in 5 in like 30 seconds.
Should we just stop the cult?
Just keep going.
Also, wait, you're yelling on the other side of the wagon as you are like doing flips.
While spinning like the contents of a front load dryer.
Guys, keep it down.
He's a
I'm trying
talented
to sleep.
Gorons can do that.
yeah.
What?
You helped
okay,
me.
So that's the
Don't
other
flip
shot.
them like
That
you
one's
did.
going at Zanzi. 15 to hit.
That one hits.
And that's 8 damage.
Oh gosh.
All
See,
right.
I still haven't lost my temp HP.
Yeah, but that's 8 damage going against your 12 defense.
So are we
Yes, that's
just doing it
pretty
again?
damage.
8 damage.
So
Whatever,
then I would.
whatever the damage is, you minus it from your defense.
I only have 4. I only have 4 defense.
And
So
if
it's pity
and
damage
what?
for you.
the amount would be 0, then you take pity damage.
Or
Okay,
below.
so then it would be
1.
3. Okay, got it.
All right, so that's a 13 to hit. Another round. Actually, another round of hitting these guys, and I think you might just take them out. Yeah. So that one that one misses.
Yeah.
So one of them has been taken out. The other one
Another
is
one's
going
been
to do
taken
that
out.
13.
Yeah,
to
no,
hit.
we just took out 2 because Rova knocked one out the last round.
Me?
No.
No, not Rova.
Excuse
Sorry.
me?
I don't know. I looked over
Excuse me?
and I thought I
there's
saw
only one
Rova for
left.
some reason. Zanzi.
No,
Correct.
I've been knocked out this
Correct.
whole time.
There's one left. That one left
Yeah.
got to do that 13 to hit there because I rolled prematurely. And that'll go. I'll roll to see who that hits out of you two. That hits Arbit.
Yay.
For
It does.
another 8 damage.
Oh, shucks.
And then
Wait, how many times can I deflect? Oh, can I just do that every reaction?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I lost 1 health. I lost my temp HP.
Boo.
alrighty.
For you.
And then go ahead and just roll to do your hits and take this thing out. Yeah, there
That'll
you go.
do it.
You do the thing.
Open the
Woo.
chest. Open the chest. Open the chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the chest.
Can't believe Arbit's maximum attack is 7. Watch, it was like 1 rupee.
It was a purple
Break
rupee.
myself. Oh.
Cool.
Ooh, that's
How
what?
many-
50?
Is that-
50.
Here,
Cool, you
I
got-
told you, bravery is its own reward.
Cool,
So
I'll
is
take it.
money.
Yeah, we each get 25.
You said bravery is its own reward, so
Yeah,
I
that's
thought-
my reward for being brave.
Oh, okay, I see. All
I
right,
don't
well,
think that's
there's
how
your
that saying
25.
works.
So we're all taking 25? What? No. That
No.
doesn't make sense.
No, just me and Zanzi.
Y'all didn't help.
Yeah, y'all were sleeping
Yeah,
and
what?
spinning.
We're gone.
You're over there on the sideways sit and spin, while we're out here on the front lines.
What happened? What I miss?
Nothing.
I literally
You
just
look
like
cute.
I saw. Literally, I'm just thinking about it. I just saw Arbit shooting at them, and I just jumped off of Zelda without saying anything and just went to help him.
You were like, "Oh yeah, treasure."
Go,
I was like, "Oh look, a treasure chest near."
Are there any monster? Or did they drop anything else? Monster
Yeah,
parts?
did they drop
Sure.
any monster parts or anything?
Yes.
Please.
So they dropped 3 octo leathers, rank 1 monster parts. Each of them did, so you get 6.
Okay,
I'll
so
take
we'll just split it
3. You take 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
So how
no,
are you guys
9.
gonna catch
9
up to
total. I
us?
can't math.
Well, I'll take 4. You take 5.
Okay.
Whatever.
So
Numbers.
how are you guys gonna catch up to us?
I'm on a
We're, like,
horse.
halfway down the road.
So what I imagine happens is Zanzi kicks me off the horse and takes the horse.
I can't
And-
ride the horse.
Why can't you ride it?
I'm 7.5 feet tall.
Zanzi's too big.
The
She
The
would-
only reason I ride
Yeah.
Zelda is because she's like 13 feet tall, so I can actually ride her. I
In
can't
that
ride
case,
a horse. I just
I
have to
ride.
run next to you.
I ride the horse. We tie the rope to Zanzi, and Zanzi flies.
You could just use reverse momentum on our cart to bring it back.
Or I use reverse momentum on Zanzi.
Would the cart be too far away to do reverse momentum?
Yeah.
I don't know
Also,
what the
you're
range is.
asleep.
If you reverse momentum me, I am going to attack you.
Alright.
Hey, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
but then he's gonna reverse momentum your attack.
I will continue to attack.
Zelda 100% would be like, we should stop and like stop.
What do you say?
I was gonna say, why don't we just play the song and teleport
Let me
everyone
stop.
to Rito, and then what's his face can drive his own thing back?
Yeah, we're past all the
Play
babies.
there.
Because
we need
Goro
to
is the
bring it
wheel.
Oh
Goro
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
the third wheel.
Goro is literally the third wheel. He can't
What's-
make it back without
Why
it.
can't this guy just curl up into a ball and do it himself?
Is this a legitimate question from Armin?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna smack him with the rolling pin.
It's just a permanent dent now. He looks like a hammerhead shark.
Oh my goodness.
All right, catch up to us.
I'm gonna just take off running and just jump back up on Zelda without saying anything.
Yeah, because Zelda stops, and does
She gets low.
Kogoro listen?
What?
Does Kogoro listen when she says to stop?
Well, if she couldn't hear me when I said, "Hey, should we stop?" and she said, then I'm assuming
Yeah, but
I
you're-
don't hear nothing either.
Yeah, but if you think about it, she might actually be able you might actually be able to hear her because she's above you. You're just rolling. So she can't necessarily understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
she would
you
be
might be
hearing,
able
like-
to hear her.
You'd be
I
like
don't know.
filtered through a light Doppler effect.
She
I
could
don't know.
also
Is
just
there something
stop,
that I should roll?
and then you would
Wait.
feel the resistance.
Yeah, because she's
Yeah, but
pushing
I'm
the
in
cart, right?
back. No, I'm pushing the cart.
Yeah,
I'm
but
the
she
back
just
wheel.
stops. You know, she just slows down and like kind of holds it.
If
back
she
and
slows down, then
Yeah,
well, she's
if
gonna
she's-
get hit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
she'll
thing.
get
Is
hit.
like,
then she can hold it. She's probably stronger than Goro.
Well, but the cart's gonna flip.
Does she
yeah,
just
the cart's
stop
in the
and
middle
like
of that.
hold on? Does she just stop and like lift the cart up and then Goro just rolls between her
Okay,
legs?
there's gotta be a system in place, like for
No, 'cause
telling
I'm
Goro
holding
to
onto a
stop.
bar. That's
Well, then you would
connected.
just dangle. You would just keep rolling and just dangle.
If she
as you're
can lift
rolling.
it.
She could,
Wait, she could go in circles.
she could steer it and go back.
Oh,
Yeah.
she could. Yeah, she could
could
just
just go
steer it in
circles.
circles. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's
That
what she
looks
does. That.
really stupid.
Okay.
Does Kogoro turn on a dime?
Yes.
Yeah.
so you're just in the middle,
Goron
spinning in one single
on
circle.
dime.
Yeah, but he's spinning, so he has no idea which direction he's going in. So
Yeah,
he's
you're-
just continuously spinning.
You're
He's
like-
assuming
no idea
that
what's
we're moving.
happening.
You're like getting the full like G-force experience. Like your brains are getting mushed.
The thing is, though, is that Gorons can see what's happening around them while they're spinning. So he knows.
I
what's
still gotta be
happening,
disorienting.
and he's just spinning, and he's just going wee.
It's like when you get on a really fast roller coaster and like your vision goes dark. Like,
Oh, he lives for the thrill.
Jeez. All right. As they just kind of go wee and do donuts in the parking lot. That is where we will take our break.
Yay.
Those donuts left some deep grooves in that road. That left craters, man.
Oh, look, there's a jingling in chat. That could be Pokey Caught. Pokey, yeah. How you Pokey doing there, Rose?
Fine. I'm here. I'm here. Fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. How's everyone
Also-
in chat doing? I hope everyone's enjoying this. This has been good. There's been a lot of creativity today. Y'all came with the chaos. That's good.
Do I? Oh, I'm so confused.
I should get some water, actually. I'm gonna go on the BRB
Hey.
screen while I get some water.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's just Dan
It's
we have to
quarantine.
deal with.
What?
Good.
Oh yeah, Dan was.
Yeah, Dan's a problem, isn't he?
How?
I don't know. I just don't like Dan. You're right, I'm gonna take this
Sit here. We'll just sit here until they're ready. Oh, there's an. Whoa! What? Guys, stop everything! Stop everything! There's an EV in chat. There's an EV in chat, everyone. This is not a drill. Guys, there's an EV in chat. Do you see the guys? There's an EV. There's a real live EV in chat. This is a. Holy smokes! Finally! This has been. Guys! There's never been an EV in my chat till now. Guys, there's a real live EV. Guys, yes, catch it. Yes, catch it. Catch it. Yes. Yes. Actually catch it, guys. Let's do this. Yo, Alan, welcome in. There's an EV in chat, Alan. Not right now. I'll get to you in a moment, Alan, all right? There's an EV in chat. There's more important things at hand.
How fast can you run
This
with him on
fast.
your?
All right, hello, I'm back.
Hello. I think I did my defense wrong because my brain is all over the place. So I feel like I missed
the man. Congrats to find the Chubby. How you doing?
I feel like I'm missing a piece of armor though.
You have 3.
Yeah, one of them isn't filled out, and I think it's the head one.
What?
Because all it says is name none and then civilian. That's all. That's all it says on my sheet.
What was it supposed to be? When did you get it?
I don't know.
Because I want to say that you've only bought one thing at a time. I don't think you've bought a full set.
I had, yeah, I should have 3. I thought though, because I had.
Oh, okay. No, it's none. Because originally when I created this sheet thing, there was like head was the first slot and then body was the second. Like each one took up slots, so you had to take up the head slot with none in order to skip it.
Okay. Okay, so I just have those 2. So then my defense would be 7, right? Instead of 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to take, like, extra damage then for... Why is that back up at 12? That should not be at 12. That should be at 2.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take extra damage then, since
Yeah.
I messed up my defense? Okay. Do you want me to just take off the extra points?
Yeah, off the temporary. Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I'll just put it at my regular health then.
All right, cool.
There
How
we
you
go.
doing,
Okay.
Dom? It's great to see you in here. Welcome back to Jenkins.
Hi, Pine. Oops.
What did you just do? What did you just hit?
I almost knocked my whiteboard off my wall.
Oh,
Way to
that's
go.
beautiful.
I forgot it was up there. I just got it, so I'm not used to it being there yet. It's the one for all my homework assignments. So I have one for like all of my major appointments out in the kitchen, and then I have one in here for all my homework assignments.
Oh, gotcha.
So, I forgot that was up here.
So what I'm hearing is if you knock that down, you don't have homework anymore.
Yes, but I also probably won't have a shredder anymore because it would land directly on my shredder. So.
Oh, that would be fun. Break that. Yeah.
I would prefer to keep my shredder just because I enjoy shredding things. So
Oh, jeez.
I have a whole fireplace where I can just burn it, but in the summer I can't do that because it's too hot here. So
Fair.
I like shredding things. Hi, Pint. Hi, Dom. Also, Pint, be quiet. Hush.
Came by to say hi, drop a look while you play games. Oh, I appreciate that, friend. I appreciate that. Shredders are sturdy, you'll be fine. That's true, that's true. Way to go. Yeah, because theoretically, you can shred, like, credit cards in those things.
Yeah, I have shredded cards in here before.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Shred
I have
something right now on stream.
Wait, what?
Shred something right now on stream.
My shredder is loud.
And nobody here is sleeping.
They say loud equals content.
Are you saying that my entire being is content?
Yes.
Cool! I win!
Jeez. Alright, yeah, so I haven't like there was like one time years ago that I like had my credit card stolen and stuff. Like, you know, I had some charges on my card that were not for me, so I had it like, you know, reported it and blah blah blah. And then I got given a like temporary card to like do my stuff on until my replacement card came in. And I still have the temporary card sitting in my backpack because like at my work there's like a documents disposal thing or whatever that I could technically do that because I don't have my own shredder, but I don't need one because I work for an insurance company. They have ways to get rid of stuff.
Fair enough.
But though I've just not bothered, and it's just been sitting in my backpack for years.
Fair enough. I got my identity stolen 4 times from the same bank.
Fun.
Yeah. And then they had the audacity to tell me on the 4th time when they stole $1,000 out of my account that I was saving for my first year of college that they couldn't help me, so I had to go all the way up to the regional manager and fight my way to get my money back, and then I immediately switched banks.
I was gonna say you should switch banks.
At that point, yeah.
I switched banks. After the 3rd time, I was like, all right, I'm gonna look into other places, and then immediately after I started looking, I got stolen a 4th time. So
Ways to get
their
rid
security
not
system was trash.
bodies. Not bodies, Jenkins. I know what you're thinking.
Jenkins, I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, Rose might have something.
Yeah, use the shredder.
I mean, for that though, I feel like a wood chipper is better.
What is
Same.
a wood chipper, but though just a shredder with extra steps?
Yeah, it's a bigger shredder.
Yeah, it's a bigger shredder. It would be
Yeah.
better for a body. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair. What? Alex,
Wait,
what?
what?
Hold on, what?
This is a family-friendly stream. Honey.
Yeah,
Just-
hold on. No. Veto, Alex. Hold on, I'm editing.
If I get a rank 5 staff, then maybe I'll do it. But other than that, no.
You heard it here first, everybody.
It's on recording.
And he'll take his shirt off stream.
Yes, and I'm editing it to like specify that it's from you.
Oh, we were talking about being shredded.
There we go. Now it's on record as being from Alex. There you go. We don't use we do in that little regard. We're talking about being shredded. What is
Yeah.
I see now. I gotcha. There's better ways to set up that joke than saying, "Hey, Grovile, take off your shirt." No.
What? His girlfriend just wants to see him without a shirt on.
She can do that later.
Ooh la la. Oh my.
DM, can I be excused? I don't feel like I'm an adult enough for this.
She needs an adult here.
I need an adultier adult.
Oh gosh.
We're still waiting on Cody to get back. Let's see here. What's everyone got for their little snackies?
Nothing.
I ate the last 2-bite brownie in 1 bite. Because let's be real, 2-bite brownies are just 1 bite.
Yeah.
They're not.
That's
not
true. And Will with his Cheez-Its.
Always.
Always with the Cheez-Its.
I have.
Because like they're so small that like they just break apart if you don't eat them in 1 bite. You know.
Grovile, Jenkins redeemed to tell a joke.
Where? Oh.
Tell
What?
joke.
I don't see it.
8 minutes ago.
8 minutes ago.
Joke.
Well, I wasn't.
Oh,
here.
it's way up there. I see it.
It doesn't count. That was when I wasn't here. So.
Well, Alex just said that if you tell a joke, that she'll order you brownies.
Well, I don't want her to order me brownies. That's silly. I already had a brownie.
Well, it depends on the brownie.
What?
Really?
You are not a child, Grovile. You should understand what I'm saying. Gone way over his head. Will's just sitting there content, like, okay, yeah, this is
I'm just
ridiculous.
letting this play out.
Rose is laughing, and it's just gone over his head.
I feel like Jenkins' threat is worse because she just says joke or riot.
Jenkins is always like that. She either gets her way or she riots.
Yep.
I mean, do you want to deal with the Jenkins riot? No.
I mean, if you did, Alex, it'd probably get him to take his shirt off fast. I'll see myself out now.
What is happening? This is going over my head. I don't.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's better that way.
Okay.
I thought you knew what I meant, Will.
No.
Spice brownies.
Still no. I feel like I don't want to know.
Just leave it there.
Edibles.
And anyone want to hear a joke? Let's
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
joke. So, I need to think of
What's
one.
happening?
I'm actually a
Alright.
full child, Jenkins.
I'm a failed
You guys
child.
ready?
Go ahead.
Rose is just dying.
A Talus and a Goron decide to form a band together, and they call it rock and roll.
But a Goron
Nice.
is just a rock anyway, so...
Okay, but
it can be
it's a
both.
rock and it's a.
What?
Exactly.
How?
A Goron and a Talus, because the Goron
Rock
is a roll.
and roll.
And the Talus is a rock. It's
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
But a Goron is also a rock.
Okay,
It
but
can roll.
just.
So it can do both.
just
Zora could be a
accept
roll.
it.
Rock and roll.
Rock
A
and
Zora could be a roll, a sushi roll.
rock and roll and rock.
Yes, you missed the joke.
It wasn't a very good one, though.
You know what? I can
Their
only
first
do one
album is
good
called
joke
Rock
a
and
night.
Talus.
I always prepare the first one, and then people hit me
No.
with the second one, and it's just like, it's just not happening by then, you know.
I was genuinely gonna order him brownies. Right. I'm just joking with you.
Alrighty. Yeah, you don't get to say that you're innocent after asking Grovile to take off his shirt.
Yeah, I just scrolled up and saw that.
True.
Oh boy.
Honey, I just ate a brownie already. I don't need more brownies.
Wobbloo in chat. All right. Now that everyone's back, I think that's been a more than adequate break, and more than adequate derailing. Okay. All right. Oh, he just left.
Okay,
I'm still
bye.
here. I gotta clean my glasses, so I gotta take my headset off for a sec.
Okay, can I get you to do a luck roll real quick?
No.
It's your turn though.
I'm better. I'm better than everyone else.
Yeah, you are.
Yep. I would say so.
You don't need vegetables. That's poor man's food.
No, unfortunately, I wish, but vegetables are very expensive. Unfortunately.
Not if you grow them yourself.
That's true.
Well,
That
that's not
depends
happening here.
on where you live, and that can end up being more expensive than just buying vegetables from the store.
I've had to nearly get in like fist fights at the grocery store just to get a zucchini.
You guys have like the lowest like tax rate like ever.
Yeah. It's not that I have no idea what they're talking about. It's not that expensive.
I mean, I'm just talking about how I had to fight people for mine. That has nothing to do with money.
Well, it's expensive where I live, so.
Oh yeah, well I bet it's more expensive here in Canada.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Well, I bet it's more expensive in places where it doesn't grow.
Like Canada.
Like Canada.
Oh my
I bet it's more expensive if you cover it in gold.
Technically, gold leaf is like
It's really cheap, yeah, but
Yeah,
they don't
it's
want you to
very
know
cheap.
that because you'd spend money for it.
Bet it's more expensive if you don't have
and
money.
it tastes like nothing.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Anyways,
do we get to the Rito place now?
I would like to
that
stop to grow
9,
some
you get-
vegetables on the way to Rito.
You get past the Satori Mountain, and with that 9, I will say that you have found an opportunity to help someone. Whoa.
Let's go be heroes.
Let's say there's a kid who's there's a kid that you see crying on the side of the road.
Well, that's a trap.
No, let's go over and help him.
That's a Yiga in disguise.
That's definitely.
I go
Just a
over.
random kid crying on the side of
Art
the
doesn't
road.
know what a
Yeah.
Yiga is.
This is what they tell me not to do. You don't stop for the random child crying in the road. That's how you get kidnapped.
I
No.
get special pennies for being a nice person.
I don't inform Zelda that I'm stopping. I just unroll out of a ball. And like
So
let
she just
go.
keeps going.
You're gonna break half the.
All right, we approach the kid cautiously.
You're still asleep.
Are you a
I'm
kid
awake
or are
by
you
now.
short?
Not after that. Not after that. it drops off.
After that, she's done.
I think my rest is done by now. It was like a 12-hour ride.
I'm
we're
pretty.
still-
Yeah, you guys are 8 hours into that. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So I got an 8-hour rest. There you go.
Kid crying.
I like kid cry. Okay, but that happened in the D&D campaign Will and I were in, where we were just riding through a town and someone was like, an old guy came up to talk to us and someone was like, I'll just kick him. That was the mayor.
Solid.
Move the mic.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
You sound like you're eating it.
I don't know. I don't know why it's doing this now. I need a new one.
I think it's your PC.
I think it is too. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. The kid is just as you're approaching, is just going.
I just go over there towering over the child.
I'm gonna turn on my lunk disguise, and I'm gonna walk up to the kid.
Why are you crying, little child?
Yeah, why are you crying?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are absolutely doing that just a second ago.
I don't know where my mommy went.
Do you remember where you last saw her?
Where did you leave her?
Was she up on the mountain?
No, well, we were just picking some mushrooms here along the tree line, and then
I'd like to go look for some mushrooms.
What?
They said they were picking mushrooms.
Is the kid like sobbing just by like being scared and intimidated by these two just here?
I mean, you can roll into it. Is intuition a thing here?
Insight.
Insight. Yeah, you can roll insight on that.
Yeah, you should walk up beside us and be more intimidating.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance, but it could be a mix of things. There's a lot of things that could be causing this kid to cry right now.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
I say to the kid, okay, point me in the direction of where you last saw your mother.
Real quickly for that,
Roll hearts.
Yes.
No, that would be perform, I guess. Yeah.
To hug?
Ask a question?
Am I gonna fumble the hug?
To comfort.
Oh.
I'm not pretending.
Well, you can pretend all you want.
Persuasion?
What do you pretend to hug people?
Yes.
There's no persuasion either.
Yeah, there's influence.
It's hearts.
I guess influence would be
influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow influence.
Or you could roll you could roll discipline.
I could roll discipline to give him a disciplined hug.
to discipline the child.
Disciplined hug.
I like your idea. I was just looking at him like, hey, shut up.
Shut
up,
kid.
Oh my god.
Sit down and shut up.
Oh no. Sit down, shut up.
With that
Quit crying.
With that 8, he hasn't like stopped crying, but though he stops like he just kind of like he softens his crying quite a bit.
Are you sure about this, Alex?
He's still sniveling. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's fine.
They're there now.
Arbit's just a teddy bear.
They're there now, child. I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna use my bucket rune to scoop his tears away.
Oh my god.
Traumatized child.
Like a tiny spectral bucket, like a thimble, just
Traumatized child.
See? Magic.
That's the kid
Have
to show us
children's
where-
tears stored in
Wait.
your rooms now.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Wait, you're a Zora. Can you swim in the tears?
Baby.
Tears of the kingdom?
These are the tears of the kingdom.
Well, really, if you think
Roll
about
credits.
it, the
Ladies and
children
gentlemen.
are our future. So these really are the tears of the kingdom.
Exactly. Roll credits, everyone. We found it.
Oh my gosh.
That's got to be like 5 like heroic points minimum for saying that.
Just
All right, I asked the kid where was the last time he saw his mother.
A bit ago. It was somewhere in the woods.
In that direction over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I roll up in a ball and I start gunning it.
You should call out for her very loudly, and then she'll hear you.
I'm already gone into the
Works
woods.
every
I'm
time.
like.
I mean, the kid was like
barreling
screaming.
over
We gotta scream louder, kid. Come on. You know that always works.
I'm
Scream!
just clearing a forest.
It's a video where the guy's like, get mad! Yell! I want to hear you scream!
Oh my gosh. This is horrifying.
Yeah, I feel like some of us should stay here with the kid, and some of us should go off. To
I
find
will
the mother.
stay with the child.
It
I'm
is
already
still
gone.
raining pretty hard as well, by the way.
I mean,
Oh.
put the kid in the cart for a little bit.
I'm gonna pick up the kid and put him in the cart, and I
Oh.
have some cloth on me, and I'm just gonna wrap him in the cloth.
Is it still like thundering out, or is it thundering, or is it just
Yeah,
raining?
it's thundering, not as much, but it's still thundering.
Okay, well, we'll
Cool.
put him in the
Yeah, I'm
cart.
already gone into the forest. Like I left everybody behind. I barreled through as a giant boulder.
All right, give me a perception roll. Nope.
Oh! I'm
I
gonna
did-
stand. I'm gonna stand
I'm
on the
still
cart
gonna
and
keep
pull out
going
my
through the woods
telescope
anyway.
that I apparently have.
Oh.
Apparently, I have a telescope. I don't know where that came from.
Oh.
I will survey everything with my telescope from on top of the cart.
Roll perception.
Does the telescope give me any sort of?
No, it
course
just
not.
lets you do that from the comfort of the cart.
You may see objects up to 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like I say, you just get to do it from the comfort of the cart. There you go.
Apparently, the telescope has durability, though. So don't
What?
hit anyone with it.
Nice.
Well, it like if there's incredibly a lot of light, apparently it'll break it or something.
Nice.
Huh.
I thought my perception was better than that. Apparently,
Dang. All right.
apparently
see.
I don't need a good number because I can just roll well.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, so kind of up the hill a bit. Up the hill a bit, you see a woman. Like, she's far enough away to where you can't hear her, but though you see her like kind of like going like this, yelling for someone.
How long have I been in the woods for?
What?
How long have I been searching in the woods for?
A couple moments.
Cool.
Hey Goro,
He's gone.
back. Hey Goro.
Do I hear that?
Roll your perception.
My perception seems to be garbage. So,
Yeah, just barely.
okay, I stop what I'm doing and I go back.
Okay. And then I
What?
point him in the other direction up the hill, wherever I was looking with the telescope. And I'm like,
Cool.
she's over there.
Okay.
Oh,
I start barreling that way.
Go pick her up.
Okay.
Can I have you roll? I guess that would be nature to follow direction.
Nope.
You end
I'm
up
going
barreling in the
up the
wrong.
alley.
Okay, he goes in the opposite direction. No,
Forgets what a
Goro.
forest is.
Goro, no, okay.
He pulls a Zora.
You know, if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. I go.
You
I
do
come
so.
back later because I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
know
saying
exactly
it's
where
just
I'm
me and Zanzi with the child?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm-
immediately, like, in order to cheer him up more, I'm just gonna, like, do the thing where you just enable the child to be super annoying. I'm gonna be like, what's the highest number you can count to? Why don't you show me? He'd be like, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he'll play along. Absolutely. I can do I can do 7.
I pull up a 3 and I like high five him.
You mean you high seven
God.
him? Anyways, I
so-
continue.
Yes, you do. Zelda, like, at one point does, like, start to approach before realizing what she looks like and just kind of, like, backs off and just kind of, like,
Can't she just transform like multiple times a day?
Yes, but though at this point the kid would see her transform into the Princess of Hyrule.
Hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
somehow more traumatizing.
No, just
we also don't know the
inconvenient.
intentions of the kids, so
True.
yeah.
Yep.
I eventually go
Never-
back to
never
where
expose
Rova
a
was, and I see
celebrity.
that Rova's not there.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rova, Rova, give me a nature.
Okay. Would I get advantage? Because like I already saw her with the telescope. I know exactly where I'm going.
Yes, but though as you're going through like forests and up hills, it's easy to like get turned around and kind of veer off of it. That's why I'm having to roll. For kicks, I'll let you roll with advantage.
Hmm.
When I eventually come back, do I? Well, do I eventually just see Rova going around in circles in the forest? Please say yes.
I don't have any other skills. I don't. I
Is the
can't-
kid gonna get tokens of heroism when he ultimately saves us?
Oh, hydrate everyone. Sip,
maybe
sip.
saves you.
Okay, I have a better idea. I go back to the. I assume if I end up going in a circle, I just end up back at the cart at some point.
I'd say you're at least that lucky, yeah.
Okay, so I'm back at the cart, and I look through the telescope. How far away do I think she is?
A good couple miles.
Okay.
Oh.
How about since I didn't know where I was going and you didn't know where you were going, let's go together and maybe we'll get lucky.
No, I don't. I think somebody with good tracking skills should come.
We don't have anybody like that.
Arbit no, I'm not.
Okay, point me in the
How
direction
about
you
somebody
want.
like? How about we light? Like, okay, she's still there. I checked again.
Is
Point me-
everyone's nature 1?
Yes.
My nature
I
is
think
2.
so. Oh, there you go, Goro. You
Yeah,
have the
and I
best
rolled
nature
2
skills of
ones.
all of us. That's a problem.
Probably.
Okay, so I double check. Is she still in the same spot,
Yes.
relatively speaking?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
what if we shoot? What if we signal her to come to us? Like
Okay.
we shoot a fire arrow in the air or something.
She
I don't
would
know.
probably think that somebody is attacking somebody else.
Well, no. Just like up in the air, like, or I could shoot a fireball
rain.
up and it would explode
In the rain, while it is thundering outside.
still thundering, huh?
I mean, if you want to get struck by lightning, by all means, go right ahead.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm looking at my.
Okay, point me in
My
the
stars.
direction that she was in.
Well, I did that, and then you wandered
No,
the wrong
No,
way.
you didn't. You pointed that way.
No, that's not. No. I could see from your point of view how you would have thought that, but it's reversed. See, my left is your right. See how that works?
Right.
No, left. Well, no, that's your right. My left.
No, the other left. Right?
Okay, I like turn him. I grab him by the shoulders.
Okay.
Forward, this way.
You
No
can't even
turning.
reach his shoulders.
I climb up onto his shoulders. Mush. Forward.
That way? Okay.
Forward. Okay, if I climb up onto his shoulders, do I have a higher vantage point?
Zelda walks up and is like, where'd you see the lady?
Bell
I like to
is
think-
that way.
I like to think
What
we
is
both
this
go like this and we
correct?
point in opposite directions. That way.
Rova's pointing in one direction, I'm pointing in the other.
You do know that if you use the slate with your scope, you can set a marker.
What was the point of this telescope then?
You still needed the telescope to be able to see where to put the marker.
Okay.
Wait, so am I looking through the telescope with the slate? Is that how it's working? Does that increase the...
Wouldn't you just look through the slate?
Well, but she said that I needed the... I don't know.
I'm very confused.
We can say that the scope attaches to the slate, yeah.
Ah, okay, there we go.
Even better. Okay.
I do that. And then I put a marker and then I walk towards it.
There you
and
go.
I follow.
Technology.
Actually, I ride Goro towards that. I'm on his shoulders. Mush. I'll be your eyes. You just walk. I'll get my telescope. And she won't be freaked out by the sight of Azora sitting on a Goron's shoulders with a telescope approaching.
I mean,
this won't look
better
weird
than
at
a
all.
Gerudo on a Lionel approaching.
True.
The best case scenario.
While all this is going on, I'm just sitting there, like, playing hand games, like patty cake and stuff with the kid to keep him entertained.
Arbit's seeing a whole different side of Zanzi.
Listen, there are two things that I am okay with. It is children and fairies.
What about Koroks?
Yeah, what about Koroks?
I mean...
But they're
basically
not
fairy children.
Yeah, aren't they?
No.
Like...
They're kind of both.
They're kind of a mix.
How long does it take me and Zanzi or me and Rova to get there?
A few minutes.
Okay.
Oh. We're fast. Last time I went a couple miles in a few minutes. Wow. All right.
Maybe this
Goron,
is just
that's
like a
all.
log rolling opportunity where Kokoro is just rolling and
That's what I thought. I just assume Kogoro is always rolling.
If it's faster, sure, but I mean, he doesn't want to crush Rova.
Yeah, just do log rolling. That's it.
All right. Then a couple minutes more than a couple minutes.
Okay. It's fine.
After a beautiful travel montage, we get there.
Yeah, you just see them like.
I'll travel across the land, searching
Far and
wide.
wide.
Freaking
Yeah, we do that.
You do so, and as you wait. What?
I like to think of it as we're walking to the "You've Got a Friend in Me" song from Toy Story. Or anime music, that works too.
This is part of our anime intro.
Yeah, the part of the anime intro where you're running down the path.
Like at first it shows all of us doing our thing down the path, and it just shows the shot of me doing this.
And while it's doing that, it's showing like in the sky a big form of like Arbit and a big form of Zanzi kind of.
Yeah. And then it shows one by
with the kid.
Like we're dead.
And then one by one it just shows us all posing. Arbit is cooking.
Nah, Arbit's got to be jumping off the cliff. With the explosion.
Zelda's
Goro selling his spices.
Zelda as a Lionel just running by in the background.
Arbit can cook. Arbit can cook in the end scene where we're all at camp, just sit down chilling.
Yeah, a moment cuts by.
And then this is the part where we're all fighting and doing stuff.
I feel like we should just turn this entire campaign into an anime now.
Don't expose Will's plan.
Who's got contacts?
It cuts to a fight scene where everybody does like damage to something as it zooms by everybody.
Literally.
In a line.
Little did you know that this has already been in production. You just didn't know this entire time.
Don't mind me
That's the purpose of this campaign.
As I'm just looking up how much it would cost to have a whole scene animated in an anime style.
That's gonna be be the new intro.
Anyone got?
Yeah, we'll just have the recap followed by the intro.
Yeah.
Just like
We're gonna get the recap, the intro, and then the introductions of the play.
Yeah, we just keep adding
That's
on
hilarious.
intros until like it takes up the first hour of the stream.
That's hilarious.
We just use that for like if we have to cancel, then everyone can just have a recap stream. Then you just play it the entire time.
Oh yeah, exactly. The recap episode.
Alrighty.
All right. Did we eventually get there?
Anyways, we get there eventually.
So
After the
you
anime
do the
montage.
thing. You reunite. Oh, excuse me. You reunite the kid with the mom, and you get rewarded
She gives me
with
a rank 5
with
staff.
what?
A rank 5
No.
staff, maybe.
No.
Sure.
You get a silver rupee.
Oh
That's worth,
yeah.
what, 100?
Yeah.
So
Divide
we
by 4
5.
is 25 each.
Divided by 5.
20.
Nah, just give mine to Zelda again.
Zelda
Wow.
didn't do anything.
Well, Zelda could. Maybe if we gave Zelda a chance.
Zelda helped you with
Zelda
technology.
had her
Zelda
chance.
gave tech support.
Zelda had her chance and she blew
Well,
it.
Zelda
That's why
did
we're in
nothing
this
for me,
situation
so
now.
this is just probably pure heroism.
Zelda got us into it. She can get us out.
So
I feel like at this point, Arbit is just trying to be a kiss up.
Arbit's farming tokens over here.
I don't know.
Arbit's collecting tokens like it's those things you get at
Like
like
Chuck E. Cheese
aquariums and
tokens?
stuff. The like rolled pennies.
The souvenir pennies.
Oh no.
He's like, oh, this one's got Homer Simpson on it.
Anyways.
Ouch.
So,
Okay, moving on.
yes, moving on. Back to the Rito. Yeah. The cart finally
Okay.
makes it.
About time.
Yeah.
20 hours.
Yeah.
Only took half a day.
We unload.
Okay, so
That's not our
Actually,
job.
no. We
Yeah,
let
that's
somebody
not
else
our
unload.
What
What am I
Yeah, that's not us.
Our job
Wait,
was just
what did
bring
I
the
just
cart.
find in the ZeldaQuest players chat?
Oh.
What?
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 Arbit, what
I realized Arbit probably looks kind of like a wet dog, so I googled wet dog and posted a picture of it. Said this is Arbit trying to comfort the child.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh.
It's just a big puppy dog. Don't worry about it.
No.
Well, and then I posted Zelda too.
Except you're
Yeah.
all blue with some purple hair. I don't know if that makes it worse.
Probably.
Hold on, I'll Photoshop it.
Somebody phone. Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
You know, do any of you know from Sesame Street those like aliens with like the super long hair? That's just what this looks like. It's just the purple alien.
Oh my gosh.
We let them unload and we have a nice night off.
Yeah.
I go
So,
self stuff.
So, Sharp, like kind of, as so you guys see the Sharp's dad, the king, or president, sorry, stood up at the top there, and I'm very thankful that I pinned this in the palm chat. Sharp it in chat, poke catch. So he's just kind of got his hands behind, actually kind of like this, kind of just got his hands behind his back, and is like, "Hoo-hoo! You've made it, I see. Oh, what took so long, Sharp? Hoo-hoo?"
I forgot
Well,
how
let me
annoying
tell
he
you.
sounded.
The wheel broke, and I was going to fix it. Everything that I was doing was like kind of was working,
Except it wasn't.
I'm gonna walk forward,
You don't
shove
know
it
that.
aside.
If I had more time, I would have gotten it. I would have gotten it myself.
How
Look,
long had you
Mr.
been
President.
there? How long had you been there?
A day.
Yeah, you wasn't going anywhere.
Look, Mr. President, we had to show up and we had to become his third wheel.
Technically, I became a third wheel.
And then,
I can just imagine the president just looking confused and everyone just pointing to the way we rigged the cart and Kogoro just starts rolling. Just somehow.
That's a very neat trick you've done to the wagon. Woohoo! Please, now that wagon is kind of useless to us. Woohoo!
hey, your son broke it first, so don't even give us that.
Couldn't they just build, because if it's a bar, couldn't they just build a wheel around the bar and then have it be useful again?
The bar's
They
a little
could,
higher
but
up
out of
than
birds.
the other axle.
Oh, that's true.
They're
Just get
birds.
more
They
materials,
don't know
build a
how
bigger
to
wheel.
fix
Just
them.
hire a
Oh.
Goron.
Or just
to
hire a
help speed the
Goron.
way.
The
They
Goron
travel.
is much faster.
This is the new.
And
This
the
is the
Lionel.
future.
I mean,
Lionel just
there's
set it up.
friendly Lionels, right? You can find one.
I think if you get another Goron on the front, build another one of those, then this is a business idea. These carts will go way faster than horses.
Or honestly, just do a
That is
3 Goron
true.
system, one person rolling, and then just build, or a 2 Goron system and just build another bar in the front.
Goro, this is how you should do your spice business. How you can transport them all over the world with Goron carts.
Oh, you know what? That is a good idea. We should head back to the Principality
Let's-
of Goron right away.
Oh, but before you leave me like my wife did, you should go to the temple.
I'm just gonna, as he says that, I'm just gonna, lean over to Goro and just be like, that explains a lot.
It does. I raise my hand at him after he says that, and I say, "Was it because of your annoying voice?" I think that does a yes.
I'm gonna walk over to him.
I'm okay.
I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna put my arm around his shoulder. I'm gonna say, "It's okay, buddy. There's a lot of other chicks out there."
Nice.
There's other chicks in the sky. You'll find love again.
Roll
Uncle-
to comfort.
Uncle-
I guess influence is what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'll go buy you a
Influence.
beer. Or the
Oh, that's
equivalent of-
effective. And
All right.
for the comforting and the great pun combined, you'll get a token for that. Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go. See, Arvid, this is how you get tokens.
I'm about to
Make
get negative
fun.
tokens with what I'm doing over here, so.
Oh boy.
What are you doing, Darkin? Cooking Ritos?
Tastes like chicken.
They look like chicken. Well, some do.
They look more like duck. Roast duck. Anyways,
What is the temple?
Yes. So we'd be glad to let you enter the temple. It's kind of late now. In the mid, it's I was just about to go to bed. So if we could do this in the morning, that would be preferred.
But this would
Alright.
be faster if we do it now.
yeah, but the rest of you guys need to sleep, don't you? I'm the only one who's had a rest on the cart.
Are any of the shops still open?
No.
No.
I mean,
Is
they
there
will
a
be in the
bar
morning.
Open. Okay. All right,
we
I'm going to
sleep.
bed then.
All right.
Surely he
I
would
start
bet us up
walking
for
away
the
to
night
the end.
for all the help we just gave him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is our
Surely.
nightly fee covered?
Is your what?
Should be.
Is our nightly fee covered for
Oh,
the amount of stuff we just helped him with?
I mean, they're giving you some rupees. You can put that towards the hotel. Yes.
I'd rather just have a free night.
Well, they
if
don't
it's a
own the
standard.
hotel directly. They can't just be like, "Hey, you go give them a free night." That's not. No, someone has to pay for it. They're giving you the funds to go do it.
But he's the
Oh.
principal.
Okay. No, he's the. We do that and we sleep.
Fine, yeah. We'll do that.
It's the same difference. It's just
Exactly.
more work.
Yeah.
Cool.
Effectively.
But though, so they reimburse you for the hotel fee, so we're just not going to worry about that. So discluding that, you guys each will profit 50 more rupees each.
How much?
50 or 15?
Yeah.
What? 50s, 50.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. If I were a rich fish. Slowly making my way back up in the world. I'm working my way up to minimum wage right now. This is great.
Rito's
morning,
really
I
wouldn't
wanna
have
go-
much weapons except for bows, would they?
Correct.
Probably not. But who
Well,
knows?
you know,
We
I
might
could use
get lucky.
another bow after I lost my previous one. It was a
I wanna-
very tragic tale.
In the morning, I want to go sell some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you can do so. Zelda, I guess in the morning we'll come to you guys and be like, so I have enough money now, finally, for a weapon. I don't think
Congratulations.
they have much except for bows here. Do we want to like maybe use our warp over to the Kyoverns real quick?
You know what, Zelda? That's a good
No.
idea.
I'm okay with that. I'll go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Y'all will do an offline shot. I'm going to note this down in the ZeldaQuest channel, the players channel.
Buy a rank 5 staff.
What? I mean, it actually, yes, if you can afford it.
And if you find it.
Probably not. I probably can't afford it.
Yeah, market value is
No.
2,000 for a rank 5.
Hope you got.
What
2,000.
about 200?
You can get
Final
a stick.
offer.
For 200, you can get a rank
stick.
2.
Wow, that's still better than what I have.
Anything is.
Although mine's
better than what you
enchanted,
have.
so it's.
What does
still...
a rank 4 cost?
Rank 4 is 1,000.
What's with this inflation?
It jumped. It jumped from 400 to 1,000.
That's
Oh
ridiculous.
wait, so 400 is rank 3, or rank 3?
Rank
Yes.
3, yeah.
I know.
Okay, I
we are
almost
planning-
have enough for rank 3.
I posted that picture and my internet like almost died. It's like I know it was a mistake, but I didn't need to be told.
It's because of your PC, man. Your PC didn't want you doing it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
Oh, this is why
I went overboard.
This is why we keep you around.
Thanks. I thought it was because of my beautiful face, but and my
That
piercing
is
eyes.
something.
that face? The face in the chat. Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
That
I
is
love that
something.
you kept the weird teeth of the actual.
that's what I went for.
The actual nose, ears. No, not ears. Just eyes, nose, and mouth of the doggo.
So
Just one day, replace my character image with that.
See who notices?
We should do that.
Yeah,
right
see
now.
how long it takes me to notice.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like an analog horror. Like it looks. looks like something from a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff.
And that image needs to show up in the anime intro at some point.
It's like still like detailed stills of everyone and then carpet.
Move that away from your
Four
face.
Nights at Frankie's.
I know we were gonna do it off stream, but can I claim those fairy greaves? Because I finally have enough for it.
If you have enough for it, yes.
Yes, I'm doing it.
Can I claim sadness that I don't have enough money for anything good?
Yes.
Yes, you may. That's free action.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, for my main action, can I steal my bow back?
Do you want to try?
I'm just saying, if I give you a free bow, you could at least lend me 24 rupees as a non-specific number.
Yeah, definitely non-specific.
I mean, do you
Definitely.
need 24 rupees?
Well, that could make the difference between.
Arbit will give you 24 rupees.
No, it's
We'll talk
fine.
later.
I'll give
Talk
you
later.
24.
No, it's okay.
I'll give you 24.
Zelda would, but she only has 5 left.
Oh.
I'm giving Roba 24.
Wow,
Meanwhile,
I
I'm
have,
over here rich like royalty.
I have 400 rupees now. What a nice number to buy things that cost exactly 400.
I go find somebody to sell all my gems to.
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of gems I could probably sell. I mean, what?
I mean, I assume we're doing this off stream, right? Like selling too.
Yeah.
So we do all that and we head back to the temple, I'm assuming.
We do all that, and we just end up with so many rupees. We don't know what to do with them. It's crazy.
True. Let's go in the temple. I want to go beat stuff up.
I have 3 banana rices with Mighty.
Didn't
What
can
do
have
those
one.
do?
Rank 4 Mighty gives you 4 willpower and 4 combat for the whole day.
Didn't
I
you
don't know what
give
that does.
us each one already?
No, I never handed them out.
I thought you
I'm
did, because
not-
I have it in my inventory.
Then assume that I did, I guess.
I thought you did already.
So like increases combat
And
like
willpower.
4 stages. So like what does that mean exactly? Like
Like it's literally a bonus of 4.
Yeah.
so we would put if we ate it, then we would put like a 4 bonus into
You know what's-
combat.
Yeah.
You know what's great about my spells is my stronger spells do
I would
damage equal to double
so
my
much.
willpower.
I would
So if that
much.
is by 4,
I-
then that gets doubled with my powerful spells.
Arbit's in such a heroic mood today. He's gonna let you 3 have it, and he'll go without for now because he's still got bombs.
Wow.
Hey, I'll
What a-
take
what a-
it.
what a
This will
heroic
boost my
guy.
It
combat
also
by a
heals
lot.
13, but we're at an inn, so it doesn't matter.
Sorry,
True.
what's it called?
I have it called Rank 4 Mighty Banana Rice.
Or mighty
Specifically banana, not banana.
Yeah.
banana.
That's what he calls it. He's like, it's banana rice. And you
Nice.
couldn't tell if there was an R or not, but there is.
Cool.
Wow.
Sorry, Midwestern accent.
Banner.
Nana rice.
It makes some of my vowels fly right out the window.
Gosh. Oh no.
You know, it really washes those vowels away.
Oh my goodness.
All
I had
right.
a long argument with someone over whether or not ramps were a thing, like the like vegetable.
There's
Or I
a
guess
Buddha
tuber.
fly in chat. Y'all can poke and catch that.
So assume that when we go to the temple, you all have +4 to both combat and willpower for the whole day.
If we eat it.
If you eat it. Eat it!
Eat it!
What?
I gave
can't
it to you.
Eat
I gave it. Arbit's gonna make all of you eat it, or he's gonna poison the next one.
Dang.
I accept it gratefully.
It's rice and bananas. It doesn't even have anything weird in it.
once.
For once. I ran out of weird things.
I consume it.
Okay. Are we going to the temple now?
Yeah, probably.
Because
Cool.
I'm so grateful, I give Arbit. What do I have? A bottle of oil.
Cool.
What even is that?
It just says oil. I don't know. Apparently, I got oil somewhere.
Lamp oil.
Yeah, you now have oil.
I'm just gonna.
I
look
don't
it
know
up.
what else. I don't know what else to give.
Oil. If I look up oil in the guide, what do I get? Okay, that's the word boil. Oh, it's a monster part? No, wait, what? It's a tool.
Well, I don't know if you can use that for cooking or not, but it's yours now.
You can't, but you could do weird things with it.
All right, you do weird things with it. I won't watch.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, can we please go?
And we go to the dungeon.
Yes. Right to the dungeon to do the weird things.
Now, Arbit pours the oil on himself and floats away in the rain. Never to be seen again.
It just came out. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, geez.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, you guys can see on the screen here the what the outside of the temple looks like. It is covered in snow. You are led up the mountains. It's quite a trek. Quite a trek. It takes several hours, but with your shopping trip included and stuff, you probably get there around like maybe noon, maybe high noon.
This hiking up the mountain has to be part of the anime intro with like our cloaks would be billowing in the breeze.
That's a real season 2 opening.
Yeah, literally. Things get a little bit more depressing. We're staring off.
It's a little more serious now. The song isn't as good, but it's still a banger.
It's like a little bit less like energetic at the start. Yeah.
It cuts to a part where like everybody's overlooking like the sunrise on a cliff, or no,
from the
sunset
snowy mountain
on a cliff, but one of us is missing.
All right. Here's what the temple looks like. I totally didn't only just now generate that during the downtime while y'all were talking.
Totally didn't. Totally. 100% original.
Yep. But anyways, actually technically it is 100% original. But anyways, well, as original as art can get. Anyways, you guys go in the temple. He after the Rito King kind of does a thing where he just kind of whew, and then just kind of goes, whew, just kind of twists his arms and the wind kind of travels up these channels in the door just right to where, and then you hear some clicks going off that you can only assume are locks or some kind of mechanisms going off inside the door.
He's an airbender.
Wow.
And the
it's the Avatar.
Seize him.
And then the door slowly opens as the stone door kind of grinds along the floor, being pulled along by some kind of mechanism, which you can hear various gears turning doing so.
Cool.
You see the dark innards of this temple.
Guys, what if I reverse momentum the door? I can make him do it again.
We're on some goofy stuff today. It was backwards.
Isn't this impressive?
I look over to Rova. Instead of reversing the door, reverse him instead.
I do that. I reverse him and make him do all the motions in reverse.
That just reverses. It's not rewind. It reverses the momentum that he's currently carrying. If he's standing still, it
Right.
does
So
nothing.
whatever the last action he did, if he went like this, then he goes like this.
Oh no! Wow. Anyways.
Great use of a room.
It was Goro's idea, okay?
He just looks at you confused. Woohoo! Anyways, how
Don't ask.
And then he flies off.
He just flies off.
I forgot he was a bird, and I just imagine a regular guy flying away.
See, now we could reverse momentum and make him come back. Alright, we go inside.
If you did that, that'd be funny. As he's taking off, and then he comes back and realizes he's not gone anyway.
Alright, we go inside the dungeon.
Yeah.
This is where
no more
I
distractions.
realize that Palm Tree completely did her job, has the dungeon ready, but I forgot to put walls in this place. So if I were to put you guys on the map right now, it would show the entire thing and spoil it. So
cool. Let's do it.
Whoops.
Oh well. Somebody messed up somewhere.
We are also almost at the end of stream, so
not yet.
You could always call it a little early.
You can always do the
It's
shopping
not.
stuff.
yeah, because we have
instead.
30 minutes left. Because
We
we
can do
usually
it,
take
yeah.
15 to do our outro.
Cool. Okay. I guess we're doing shopping.
Yeah, I guess we're doing shopping.
Cool.
Cool. I find somebody to go sell my gems to.
Oh, hi. Speaking of Palm Tree.
Hey,
Hi,
Palm.
Palm.
Hello.
Hey, Palm.
See, like, gems are good for enchanting, though.
I want money.
Did we
Yeah, but I have a perfectly balanced staff. I'm just saying.
Good for you. I want
And
money.
a perfectly balanced bow. Some
Yeah,
things are worth more than money.
did we separate the monster parts from last campaign?
I didn't take any of the monster parts, honestly.
There was monster parts?
Yeah, there was 7 in total. 2 tokens of heroism, and then 1 Boko Tooth and 6
Oh.
Boko Gods.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How many tokens does everyone have?
I have 34 total.
Yeah.
I just added the 2 from last stream.
Okay, I'm good then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Same here.
I just got 1 extra for the. I have 35. 'Cause I
Yeah, you have the extra one.
Yeah. What is Will doing?
I was actually creating the walls real quick, if in case we did want to go in. Temple too easy. No temple. I forgot to put in the walls for the dynamic lighting. So if I were to put them in right now, the whole thing would be revealed. So that's a whoopsie on my part. And honestly, we don't have much time left anyways. They just got into the temple. They saw the outside. But
We can
they'll,
speed run the temple.
What if we find the dungeon map in the first room? When it reveals the temple anyway.
True. Got you there.
I don't think we've had dungeon maps in these.
We haven't.
Yeah, but we
No,
could.
but it'd be really
I'm
useful
just
and
saying.
helpful. Which is weird
Anyways.
because in Breath of the Wild there's dungeon maps.
Well, kind of. It's not really the same.
Well,
You're downloading it on your thing.
the difference here is that you'd be able to see which rooms have chests and stuff off the bat. So it would also be like giving you
Okay,
a compass
so we get
too.
the compass.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's like a Skyward Sword dungeon map is a map and a compass.
That is true.
No.
Don't worry about it. I'm
How
just
much
kidding.
do the
5.
gems sell for?
Depends on the rank.
That
They would
should-
sell for, we'll buy from you for in the item pricing information in the appendices, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just look that up.
Yep.
It's under what? The appendices?
Yeah, in appendices, there's item pricing information, and then there's a bunch of charts. You're talking about gems?
Yeah.
I believe gems are under most materials. That doesn't seem right, though.
No, that wouldn't be it.
Because that's really low.
It is really low. I can't imagine that.
We found this before somewhere. Yeah, it's not in here. It must be under the we're back in supply and demand.
Where's that under?
Supply and demand.
Oh, got it.
One of these two
Prices and
pages.
haggling. No, that ain't it.
Yeah, we'll have to find that off stream then. All right, you hear dog? Oh, is there dog? Where is it? Where's dog? If I had to guess, it's probably Cody's.
Probably.
What was that I had to do with the dog?
Yeah, there you go. That answers the question.
What?
No,
Alex wanted to know where the dog was.
The dog was barking,
Yeah.
so I put her in the kennel because she's been doing that all day and she's not supposed to. She needs time out so
Yeah,
she could
fair.
chill.
All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. So, and that is where we will end our session. Wow. Alrighty. So we'll give each of you a little chance to here I'm gonna ask, because I've now become obsessed with AI. I'm gonna ask the AI to give us a good question here.
Wow,
This is how it begins.
lazy.
It's consuming him.
Really
Give
is.
me a Zelda themed get to know you question.
I don't know.
Which Zelda are you? BuzzFeed quiz.
Searching for Zelda themed get to know you question. Searching for Zelda themed get to know you question. Here's a fun Zelda themed question to get to know you better. If you could have any item from the Zelda universe in real life, what would it be and why? Would you use it for good
What did
or
I
evil?
do?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, the AI came up with a good one. It read it out loud for stream, by the way. That was pretty neat. But anyways,
Didn't hear it.
yeah, I know. You're just discussing AI with your students today. Yeah, what's your hot take on that? I'm curious. If you could have any item from the Zelda universe in real life, what would it be and why? What would you use it for?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
See, like, it's a spell, but also an item, kind of. So I would, and I wrote an article about this. So I would say the Pharaoh's Wind spell, because you get it as an item in the game. So I think that counts.
Oh,
you can set
teleporting one?
work points and
Yeah.
then return to them. So like,
That is true.
you could save a lot of time by setting work points anytime you go anywhere.
Yeah, really. Especially if you go somewhere exciting.
And then you don't need a car. You don't have to worry about all the ridiculous fuel prices. Anyways,
That's a good answer. Who are you?
I am Kay Grova. I am a streamer who streams.
He's a streamer who streams?
I stream, I am now streaming a lot more speedruns. I kind of took a break from speedrunning for what I realized was like almost a full year to do a Zelda challenge and a bunch of other random stuff. But we're getting back into speedrunning now. I was just doing some Link's Awakening recently, and we also do other random stuff sometimes. And it's good, so yeah, we do that. That's all.
Nice.
All right. Cool. Who else has an answer? People in chat, I want your answers too.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go because I had an answer and then I was like, no. Because I was gonna say hook shot, and then I'm like, I would die. I would hurt myself. I would destroy myself. So I'm like, okay, what's better? And I'm like, okay, what about one of those things that just is a straight buff, right? Like the power bracelets, right? You just pick something up that's heavy, either the power bracelets or like the Pegasus boots or the Rock's feather. You just like jump real high, like no more ladders. And if you miss, well, Link doesn't get hurt when he jumps with the Rock's feather. It's fine. It would be unethical to increase your jump height without increasing your fall height as well. I'm solid. I don't stream, but if I get 12 million subscribers by 9 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, I will do the banana stream.
Yeah, that's a big fat lie.
No, it's not. I mean, with numbers like that, I would be foolish not to.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be like back in the day when the internet, like someone would do a live stream and it would take up like half the bandwidth of the entire internet.
Wait, did you say subscribers?
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, because you can't have subscribers until you get affiliate, and for that you have to stream first.
Subscribe and hit that like button. Smash that like button and hit the little bell if you want to see more. And don't forget to play Raid Shadow Legends with my code.
Gosh darn it.
Oh look, it says in your description 100 followers and you do the banana.
But don't play Raid Shadow Legends without protection from a VPN.
That's right.
NordVPN.
No, it's a different one. I can't get Nord.
Surfshark.
Nordshark.
Nordshark.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go. I was also gonna say Forest Wind. I can never say the actual name of it, sorry. But I realized that I could just make it. I could just have like a bunch of different abilities if I just had the Ocarina of Time. So.
But you can only warp to specific places.
Yeah, but I would still have like I could change it from night to day. I could change the weather.
Yeah, that's
like
gonna mess up. That's gonna make global warming even worse.
But it would be
keep doing that.
I never said I would use it for good. You just asked me for an item, so. Plus, I already know how to play the ocarina, so I would have fun with that. I'm Black Rose. I'm a variety streamer. I have not streamed in a long time, but I'm finally getting back to it next week because this week is insanely busy. But next week I'll be starting streaming, hopefully consistently again. I do a lot of different games, anywhere from like Minecraft to Fallout to Borderlands. So, yeah.
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 Good job. Yeah. All right, Viridian, last one.
I would probably go with the magic armor power from Wind Waker because you get it and nothing can hurt you. So you can literally go rob a bank and nobody can shoot you.
Yes, but like people can
but-
hurt you emotionally still, so.
I mean, fair.
You do take knockback.
I feel like emotional damage is sometimes worse than physical damage.
You don't take damage, but you do take knockback.
And we weren't saying anything about magic, like if we had magic or not. So because that never was brought up, I'm gonna assume I'd be able to use it anyway. Using real world stuff. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have because then you're invincible essentially. Nobody can hurt you physically. Mentally, I mean, that's a different story, but I mean, there ain't no magic armor that protects against that. I don't think.
True.
But how's it going, everyone? My name's Viridian. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. Play a multitude of different games. Currently, right now, we're playing through Assassin's Creed Rogue, as well as doing some Mario games here and there. Yesterday, we did some Super Mario Maker, so that was fun. stop by if you enjoy chaos and want to have a chaotically fun time. We're actually 5 followers away from a follower goal, so that'd be super cool. If we hit it, then I will do a 1K celebration
Banana stream.
subathon.
Woot woot.
So, you want to be a
Let's
part of
do
that, by all
it.
means.
Do it. Everyone that hasn't followed this man yet, do it. I dare ya.
Yeah, we're 5 away from the big 1K, and if we hit it, I'm gonna do an uncapped subathon.
That's pretty big.
Can't wait
Alrighty.
to see that blow up in my face.
All right. So for my answer, I would also say Ferrari's win, but though my second answer would be Fuse from Tears of the Kingdom, because that would just make repairs.
That's not an item.
It's not. It's not an item.
Technically,
You could just have the arm, and you could have all the.
You have to drink that weird water that comes out of the stalactites.
It's a rune,
and then you could just do it. Well,
it comes out of Link's arm.
Yeah, so he gets the magic armors in it, and then you could do Fuse, you could do Ascend, you could do all those abilities.
Wait, you chose the ghost furry arm?
That's what he did.
Yeah,
He
I guess
chose
so.
the ghost furry arm.
Well, now, because I want 100 special powers. Like, I feel like I picked them.
There's like 5, but yes.
Yeah, but yeah, but I could just fuse a thing to a thing and change its inherent properties.
Why'd you have to say it like that? Inherent properties.
Although
Inherent
I feel like
properties.
it would get like I feel like it would get messy in some places because it leaves this like goop wherever the things get fused. So
It tastes like green apple. That's just green apple, brother.
you just open up the like hood of a car and you see all this goop everywhere, and it's like, what happened here?
That's how you know it works. That's the plasm.
Not to mention the fact too that like the arm is a completely different color and has like super long unkept nails. So your hand would look like as if you like put it in a dumpster.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it would look like this. Yeah.
It's like, this is my dumpster arm.
Your dumpster arm.
This is my magic dumpster arm.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else.
Really a random question. As I'm thinking about this, if you had the Triforce of Courage, would that, like the Triforce piece of courage, would that just make you fearless to like everything?
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, well, I was curious.
I think it literally just makes you a video game protagonist. The only reason Link is courageous is because we don't feel pain and we control him.
Not only that, I'm convinced that the Triforce of Courage gives Link the ability to regenerate from his last save point. Because if he dies and it's game over, you respawn at your last save point. So I think the Triforce of Courage gives him the ability to do that.
What is courage but trying again and again?
I thought
What
that
is
was the
courage
definition
but
of
foolish
insanity.
perseverance?
That too.
I thought the definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over, expecting the same result. Isn't that just the description you just gave?
I didn't say he's doing the same thing. He's just doing it. You know? Aren't we all?
See, that's also the definition
just doing
of
it?
practice.
Aren't we all just doing it?
No.
No, I don't think so. Oh my gosh. This has turned 180.
Dead back,
real
but I'm
fast.
still moving.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Rose is dying.
Alrighty then.
There we go.
Beautiful.
All right, we got that saved. All right, so, hi, I do Nintendo games and tabletop RPGs, and I guess, oh no, and sometimes stuff like Kingdom Hearts, yeah. So we've do I have anything special coming up? I guess the next Chaos table is coming up. When was that?
Every day special if you're just doing it.
If. That's a big if.
Hey, I work with a guy every day. I ask him how he's doing. He says, "It's the best day of my life," in a thick Polish accent. And I'm like so behind that vibe. He's like, "It's the best day of my life."
Oh my god.
I love that. That's beautiful. All right.
He's on something.
I mean, he is Polish, so.
What does that matter?
The Polish are weird, man. No offense, but they are.
I mean, that's fair.
As
fair.
as an Irish person, I'm offended.
But you.
And I don't care.
All right. Anyways, so this is the part where I just feel like I need to redeem a certain thing real quickly. Here. This is looking at you kids.
I didn't do it.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
There you go. I held up the mic to make sure that the players could hear it.
I didn't do it.
Wow.
I didn't start it.
It wasn't me, so.
Anyways, so the stream. Who are we rating?
Oh.
All right.
Who are we rating?
Oh. I give you options. I got some options. Oh, okay. I know who I'm rating. Alrighty. Go ahead and say goodbye, players.
Bye. Players. Later, guys.
Alrighty. Let's go over here. Yes, goodbye, players. Alrighty, we're going to get our raid underway to Laka Alpaca. He is more of a like PG-13 type streamer. There's some occasional swearsies there. But yeah, so that's who we're raiding, and we do have a raid message. If you have my emotes, copy the first one. If you do not have my emotes, well, never fear. The second message is here. Get that in your clipboard. Alrighty, now, if you love someone, you tell them the truth. Boy, I love you guys. So here's the truth like we found in 2 Corinthians 1, 3-4. Blessed is the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our affliction, so that we might be able to comfort those who are all in affliction with the comfort with which we ourselves are comforted by God. That's our truth time for today. That's the time that we have for today. Thank you to Damie for the raid and to Ventus Hoodie for the follow. And I want to say that's it. Alrighty. Love you all. Goodbye.
Subs right now. How else will this